It's story time!
And hello, everybody. How's everyone doing this evening? It's been a great Saturday for me so far. I hope your Saturday has been good as well. And let's quickly bring up our guests. And first and foremost, the ever so lovely and the greatest producer in the world, Miss Ray.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Hey, we're doing good. Hey, I see we got the memo about the uniform today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. And we do have a couple guests in the panel so far. And first, we have Blackheart Knight. How you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing quite well. Thank you for inviting me to this show.
Yes, I appreciate you coming. It was kind of last minute, but it was a topic I really wanted us to touch on today. Uh, about about false copyright strikes that we've been seeing an uptick on here past week or two, and I want to touch on it a little bit. I think it should be touched on. And the next gentleman we have, he wants his friends to call him Mr. Rob, but everyone just calls him Mr. Thomas. Hey, Rob.
What's going on? This seems like I missed the memo here. I mean, I see everybody has the Georgia Transfattery, you know,
I'll tell you
instant
what.
pitch. It just seems like
Don't worry, you're not the only one.
like I must have missed the memo or something.
Yeah, I think you missed the memo. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make this happen for you. I'm gonna forward you this email so you can set that as your avatar if you like. How's that sound?
Thank you. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Lucid Dream one? Lucid Dream has just replaced this eagle with her owl.
Yes, I saw that, and
Yeah, that was great.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. There we go.
It actually looked better actually.
Well, yeah, I mean, it definitely looks better than what we have, but we kind of consider who's the eagle now. All right, Rob, you should
When
be
it
able
comes
to
to alrighty. But
yeah,
when it comes to Georgia transparency, it's more like a buzzer. Like one of the, you know what? Let me just be nice. Just
okay.
leave it like that.
We'll get to Georgia transparency. Let's put it this way. But let's real quick say hi to everyone, and we're gonna jump right into it with Blackheart Knight. So, real quick, we have CyberX, who is first on my list, but apparently came in fourth. So I do not know who were the first three.
Oh, you're definitely not fourth. I saw you in here earlier. You were definitely the first.
So you're first right now, sir. And we have Chino Nino that's in the house. Chino Nino, it's good to see you. Hadn't seen you in a while, but it's great to see you around. Got this jerk here. King Pokey of All Right, Master of Railroads. Good to see you. Good to see you. And of course, Miss Ray. My tiny Chihuahua life is here. Great to see you. How's Tiny doing? How's Highway Star doing? I hope we'll see Highway Star in here. James Baker, what's up? How you doing? The Terminator of Frauditors. How you doing, Frauditor Terminator? And the legendary Cool Clear Water. And Miss Psyops herself, Jenny with an eye. And the house is not complete unless you have Booger McGee. Booger McGee, you got a wrench. Good to see you. Florida Jim is here. Great, Florida Jim. It's awesome to see you. And that's it so far, but I'm sure we'll get some more jumping in here. And when they do, I will make sure we say hi to them. So, Blackheart Night, while Miss Ray gets the video ready, let's go.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, go
I
for
just
it.
want to say it's just like I'm starstruck right now because I'm on a panel with Blackheart Knight and Ray, two people who I watch on his stream and watch the Blackheart Knight video. It's just like I'm starstruck now.
I'm
And
just a normal person
It
like
really is.
anybody else.
It just really
I get
is.
up every day, I go to work, and don't be starstruck with me. You'll be very disappointed if you ever meet me in person.
Same.
I will. Yeah. Well, I'm about ready to say the same, but man, I feel, dude, I'm the host, and you're not starstruck with
Well,
me.
yeah,
Oh,
I'm starstruck. I'm starstruck with you as well. It's just we had the conversation about the pork butt last night, but this kind of like settled in now.
yeah. Well, but that's okay. We'll have some more conversations about pork butt because I'm going to probably be cooking pork butt for Father's Day.
Pork butt?
Oh, that
Yeah,
sounds good.
I need to do that again. Yeah. Sounds like a good idea for this weekend. I had planned on chicken and rice, but maybe I'll do pork butt.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Just let me know when you want to play the video, and I will put it on. I don't want to upload it until you're ready because it'll interfere.
Okay. Sure. So let me just kind of say hi to real quick to P Barnes. How you doing, buddy? And now just kind of set the video. Liberty Troll went into a WIC office. Now, to my understanding, WIC is not, this particular office is not meant for men to go into. It's just for women and children. Am I correct on that, Blackheart Knight? Or am I getting some facts?
That's pretty much the way it is. It has no services for men whatsoever. I mean, women, infants, children, and the fact that well, I don't have the particular laws on me right now, but there are a couple of laws that come into play on this particular situation. Lucid Dream showed one earlier, and I know there was another channel that showed it, and then there's the a YouTube terms of service rule that comes into play regarding filming children without the parents' permission.
Correct.
Exactly. Yes. So so we'll go ahead and get the video started real quick. We won't go into the whole deep, very deep, but we'll kind of touch on it real quick. So Miss Ray, we're ready when you're ready.
Which video, Black Hearts?
Yeah, Black Hearts.
Oh yeah, the one where I cut out the all the children.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Because the way I see it, I do not want to. I'd rather not play the frauders videos themselves. I'd rather get a guest in and play their video so we can talk about that video together. And bless you. And how you doing, Just Cuz?
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, I've got a double feature for you. The first one being a rather despicable display of stupidity on the part of Liberty Troll as he goes into a WIC office in Orlando, Florida, and well, he ends up getting himself roughed up by somebody that he antagonizes. Oh, dearie me, what a freaking moron. Who could have seen that one coming? And the second half of the video, just to get the bad taste of Zachy Boy out of your mouth, is an arrest video of some moron from Australia who just likes to mirror the American frauditors. So let's go ahead and sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Welcome back, Liberty Trollers. We're at the WIC office in Orlando, Florida. We're going to be heading inside, conducting what's called a First Amendment audit, making sure that our public servants treat we the people with respect and above all honor our rights. Let's take a look around.
Yeah, Zach, whatever. A likely story. Yeah, the public servants. Yeah, whatever. When clearly in your video it wasn't a public servant that, accosted you. It was, an average citizen. And, you were quite antagonistic to begin with, dude. So what do you have to say for yourself? Oh, wait, never mind. I know where you're coming from. You've been on YouTube for well over 15 years. You started off licking the boots of Venom Fang X all those years ago. Oh yeah, and speaking of your friend Sean Venom Fang X, do you remember what happened to him when he did a lot of false copyright strikes on Thunderfoot and others back in the day? Yeah, he was forced to do an apology video. Do you want to end up doing the exact same thing?
Millennium Copyright Act to serve takedown.
And hey, Daniel Harris, great to see you, buddy.
Notices in relation to a number of Thunderfoot's videos on YouTube. In return, Thunderfoot has agreed not to pursue legal action against me or report me to YouTube. I now realize that I should have sought legal advice before acting. When I served the notices, I did not have a clear understanding of what I was doing or the potential consequences of my actions.
And this is just an example of what Liberty Troll thinks. I mean, he thinks he's better than Sean at this point. That's why he's doing what he's doing. He doesn't think the rules or laws will apply to him.
Right, and I never really thought about what WIC stood for. I just knew of the acronym WIC, but now we got it on the door right there in front of us. Women, infants, and children. That's what WIC. That's what it stands for. So obviously, this facility does not offer any services for SAC here.
No.
None at all.
Nope.
And as a result of the being women, infants, and children, there are obviously going to be infants and children in there, which they are protected by the law from their information being exposed on the internet. And Zachy Boy doesn't seem to understand that, and that may come back to bite him in the ass later on.
It may, yes, it may.
And he knew the reaction he was going to get when he going to this place. He knew it.
Yeah, that's the point.
He knows it.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael White, it's great to see you, buddy. But yes, I mean that's the whole game, though, is to get a reaction. Mm-hmm. You show up at a facility that's got a lot of kids, you're going to get a reaction.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's the point. I don't think they care if there's a rule or a law or anything else that states they aren't supposed to do it. They're going to do it anyway.
And this is where, with his video, he didn't try to blur out the kids. The blurring has occurred with Lucid Dreams and with Blackheart Night,
right,
and many others. And I'm for you do whatever we can to get the video off, because yes, that is a very big violation of terms of service.
I really feel bad for this lady that he doxed on the internet. I really feel bad for her.
Well, I think at the end of the day, he's going to be the one that's going to suffer. But we'll keep on going.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I've got to blur it because, there's numerous children throughout this video that Zachy boy didn't really care about. In fact, at one point he says he's not filming children, but the children are definitely all throughout this video. So, dude, you have no ethical standards when it comes to dealing with children, numbnuts.
And let's real quick, let's talk about the hypocrisy of SAC. Blackheart Knight, other day, he accused you and Dr. Dave of doxing him and his family. Is that correct?
I personally didn't dox him. I do believe that it was somebody else that informed him about it, and he just decided to run with the ball because I have never doxed anybody at all in any of my videos. I mean, what Dr. Dave does is what Dr. Dave does, and
Right.
he's been at war with all of them for a while now. They go back and forth all the damn time, and well, I've been to a certain extent that puts me in the middle of the whole thing. But as a result, I ended up getting doxxed by Liberty Troll, who really has taken a real pissy view on me in the past few months. Anyway, he sees me as a parasite, but hell, I see him as even more as a parasite.
Have you thought about taking legal action against him?
Well,
Huh?
legal
Have you thought
action.
about taking legal action against him?
Am I going to take any legal action against Liberty Troll? I just got to gauge the amount of damage that he's done. If there's any, I haven't experienced any fallout from that yet, and I've been keeping track of his post. There's just not that many people responding to it at this point. So,
Right.
if there's any damage, I haven't seen it yet. If there is later on, yeah, then I'll take some legal action against him. Considering that we both live in the same state, it should be easy enough for me.
Yes,
I've
and that's true.
considered filing harassment charges on him as well. I've talked to some people about that, trying to see if it's a viable option. Because I didn't dox him, but he sure as hell decided to dox me.
And we'll go also a step further. What he posted in his community post was that action was endangering his children. But what is he doing here?
Exactly.
Is he not endangering other children?
Yes.
And I just gotta say, hypocrisy is there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Since when, if they cared about being being hypocrites, though, they don't. They don't see it. They don't see the difference between what they're doing and to other people versus what's being done to them. They think what's being done to them is unfair, but what they're doing to other people is perfectly fine.
Yes, and that's what they're viewing. And hey, Will, how you doing, buddy?
I mean, you dox them, it's not okay, but they'll dox you, your whole family, all the way back till your ancestors came here from Europe. I mean, they don't care. They'll do it. Doesn't matter if you get, harassed or assaulted or somebody shows up at your house. They don't care.
No, and here's where he's filming kids, and he did not try to blur their images or anything in those lines. But yet he gets very, very upset that his kids are in danger. Well, Liberty Troll, I hate to tell you this, buddy. It's your actions that kind of led down to that path.
Yeah.
Like I keep asking, I do not understand his name. I'm like, who is he trolling? Liberty? I'm like, I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Well, we'll just call him Sack. we'll just call him the Zach, just because that that's his name.
Maybe it's just me, but I just don't get it.
Yeah,
you're not the only one. I don't get his name either.
Yeah,
I don't get anything about the man.
No, not at all. But we'll keep just going a little bit more. But we're starting to lose. If we go too much further into this, we'll lose where this conversation I want to lead to. So we'll
we don't have
pause
that
for
much
now.
time with Blackheart Night either.
No. So we'll go
Yeah.
on further. So Blackheart Night, the Lucid Dreams, and a few others had basically ran this video. And guess what? Liberty Troll Zach decided he was going to do. He did a false copyright strike. These videos were, no one's shocked, not at all. And I'm not even going to say anything about Blackheart Night. I'm going to just say the Lucid Dreams. The Lucid Dreams is a type of woman I would not want to upset with me. And I hate to tell you this, Liberty Troll, she's upset with you. She's upset with Georgia Transfedery too.
Georgia Transfedery.
Yeah. And so you guys you don't know who you're messing with. She's a strong woman. She's not going back down from y'all. And you probably not going to like the legal recourses that she takes on you. I'm just saying. Sometimes it's just best let the anti-frauditor channels make their piece about you, because it's like Weird Al's parodies. It kind of just helps you out a little bit if you think about it.
What he needs to do is take the route of what a lot of the frauditors do. A lot of the frauditors just lump us into one group and call us a bunch of trolls, and they move on. They got a much thicker skin.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Move on.
He's drawing attention to himself that he probably should think about. You know what I mean? That if he was smart, he wouldn't draw to himself, because he's not looking very good wanting to film children.
Not at all. Not at all. And Daniel Hare does kind of sum it up very nicely. And it's best to be on Lucid Dreams' good side. And I absolutely agree with that. She's funny as hell, but man, I do not want to see her mad at me.
Yeah, you see Past Unremembered done jumped on her also. Have you seen that video?
Past Unremembered, that channel, that's imploding.
Yeah, and I'm about ready to say Past Unremembered, who are they? I forgot them.
Yeah, I mean, just ignore them. They just wanted to make a point, and they got too big for their britches, and they're just losing subscribers left and right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so just forget about them.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Just that they really
sometimes the best course of action is to ignore.
Exactly.
And they burned their bridges.
Yeah,
they did. Absolutely. And so when we get hit with these false copy strikes, knock on wood, I have not been hit yet, but I'm sure that one day it's coming. What is the best course of action? What is your course of action? Now, the Lucid Dreams.
Well, go ahead.
I was going to say Lucid Dreams had it's a good video, but we're going to just talk about it real quick here. So, Blackheart Night,
well, when you get hit with the false copyright strike, there are several options. You can contact the original poster, the one who sent you the copyright strike, and see if you can work out a deal with them. But I've never done that personally. You can go to copyright school, and they'll still remove your video and everything like that. Then there's the filing the counterclaim. I've got a little system that I email to other people who ask when they need help with a counterclaim. So basically, it comes down to just pointing out the exact areas where you transformed the original video, and just letting them know that it's legal under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. And you cite it as much as you can. Cite everything, and make so that way, if it does go to court, you have your evidence on your side, and all they have is an excuse. Oh, he stole my video. That's not an excuse. And that's the same excuse that a lot of these frauditors will use. You're a content thief. No, when you post something on YouTube, it is up for criticism, and it happens every single day, no matter what genre you're in. I mean, you ever seen? Well,
Journalists,
some of these sci-fi
like
channels I've watch on a daily basis, they critique other sci-fi shows, and they don't get copyright strikes from like that. Well, they do, but
whenever
you know what I mean.
whenever researchers or doctors publish papers, they are peer reviewed.
Yes, they are.
Exactly.
So I
That's
mean,
another point right there. Zachy Boy claims he went to University of West Florida where he got a bachelor's degree. If he got a bachelor's degree, then he should have taken a research course at some point. If for his major, maybe, I'm not sure. I know I had to do it with mine, and the same thing applies. You got to be able to do your research. You got to critique certain papers along the way. It is perfectly legal to do so.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. And you have to state facts and where your sources are coming from with your research papers. All that.
Exactly.
So, yes. It's not just
You have to vet your sources. You have to state what they are. You have to cite your papers. You can't just write a paper and say it's where I got it from. You know?
Yeah.
Yes.
But
which
there's peer review that goes on all over the place.
videos a lot, where I quote show my sources and everything like that. That way I can make it much easier to debunk these frauditors. That's just how I was taught. Show your work, show your work, show your work, and back it up. I have all my videos backed up, so if anything like copyright strike comes along, I can go back to it and use that as my jumping off platform to debunk the frauditor's claim against my video.
Right. And here's the thing that's starting to get to me. It's not the fact that we're getting these false copyright strikes. I can see someone not really understanding the fair use of a video and how transforming it, taking it, changes that video. I can see someone doing their first copyright strike not understanding that. But when you have someone that's constantly doing it, because all they want to do is just aggravate the other creator or try to get information on that creator so they can dox them. Yes. Yeah. And yet, one of the terms of services that YouTube has is if you do too many false copy strikes, what are they supposed to do with your channel?
They aren't going to do that. They never do that.
They never do that.
It's not going to happen.
And it's getting frustrating because here's the rules that you tell us we have to follow, but yet you're not enforcing the rules. YouTube, enforce your rules.
They don't, though.
Yes.
He goes and he films children without getting parental permission.
Yes.
And YouTube does nothing. They allow the video to be played on their channel, on their platform.
And YouTube, I mean, I'm going to just say,
other creators have to fight them on their own policies.
And what's going to end up happening is I can see this happening down the road. There's going to be a group of YouTubers that's going to get together and say, hey, we're going to file a class action suit because we're getting harassed by certain people that never got their channels taken away from us. They're going to probably hire, I want to say this particular attorney's name is Bill Richardson, something like that. Who is that's just kind of his forte. Yeah, YouTube. Exactly. Yes. And he'll go.
And it's useless.
Yeah. Yes. And I can see if YouTube starts thinking, oh gosh, this is going to cost us some money. We're going to have to spend some money to make everyone happy. They'll start enforcing those rules.
Exactly.
And it's the only time that they're going to care and pick their heads up out of the sand is when it starts costing them money.
And that
That's
is
it.
sadly that is the truth.
Right.
That is
They
the,
don't really
yes.
pay attention much. You know, even when they demonetize the channel, they only demonetize the channel for so long, and then they get their monetization back. You know what I mean? It's not, they don't get slapped on the wrist for very long.
And psyops, well, Miss Jeannie, I'll just call her Jeannie because we talk all the time. Brings up a very good point. I actually bookmarked that link because I know if I ever have to do that, that's going to be $1.29, $1.49 every much it is.
Well, you might want to get with him now then, so you don't have to do it on the fly later.
Well,
but yeah, that is true. A long time ago, Frauditor Troll covered that attorney. I believe it was Frauditor Troll told everyone about that attorney.
Yeah.
But yeah, so your information, your name, your address, all that doesn't have to go out to these people that are so willing to put your name and address out there.
Right. Exactly. And I'm definitely going to utilize that service if I ever have to counter a copyright
Well, you don't
strike.
really make videos on anyone, so.
No, I don't, but it can happen. You never know. Just a little bit I played Blackheart Nights might have been enough to get Liberty Troll coming after me.
Now, let me show you something that I've got. I've got a copy of a counterclaim. In fact, it's my first counterclaim that I ever used, and I've been sending this out to other anti-auditors who have asked me about how to use counterclaims. So let me go and present this to you.
Certainly. And while you're getting that together, I'm going to say, well, Cold Clearwater has a question. I'm going to let you answer it real quick, Blackheart. Can Attorney Shield help? Cold Clearwater. Can Attorney Shield help?
Okay. Let me see what Cold Clearwater said.
Can Attorney Shield?
Can Attorney Shield help? No, don't think so. Okay,
I mean, Long Island Audit doesn't even use it.
All right.
Okay, this was whenever I was well, this was an email exchange between exposing frauditors and myself a couple of years, almost 2 years ago. Hold on, let me get this straightened out. Can you read it?
No.
I can barely read.
Basically, here's what it says. And this was a copyright strike that had been sent to me by SGV News. In fact, this was my first copyright strike. I believe the copyright strike was an error by SGV News. I have the right under Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act. States fair use copyrighted work isn't an infringement of copyright purposes for the purpose of criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, including multiple copies of scholarship or research. With that being said, criticism and commentary were part of the video in question. Examples of my own commentary in the video include, but are not limited to, the first 37 seconds of the video. A fair use disclaimer was introduced in order to blah, blah, blah. Then I go into each point of where I modified the video after that. And I've modified it since then. And I've improved upon it. I've sent various copies out to other anti-auditor channels to let them make their own version of this. So that's my way of taking care of these fraudulent claims.
Okay.
And you win them. You know, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had more than a dozen of them, and I've lost only one.
Right. Okay. So there you go.
Yeah.
So if you do get them, Doc, you know who to go to for what to write.
Oh yes, I definitely know who to. And the bad thing is, you can almost say that me and him are neighbors. We're in the same state, same area code.
Same area code.
Yeah.
I still think an email would be quicker.
Yeah, probably would be.
Well, it'll still take me a couple hours to go to your part of the state.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
So,
Yeah. Well, here's fingers crossed, though, Doc, that they don't bother you, because it would be dumb on their part. I mean, but no one ever said they were smart.
No,
You know.
no, and the only thing you know what I would do with them if they bother me? They become
Same
characters in
thing.
my stories. Yeah, they become
Yeah.
characters in my stories.
But hopefully they don't. So I
Yeah.
mean, I just don't, you know, and go to that lawyer and use him for $1.49 or whatever, so they don't
Yeah.
get your name and stuff.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
It's fine.
basically, just don't panic if you ever get a copyright strike. That don't act like it's the end of the world. Just in fact, my suggestion is just have a backup of your video ready, because you're not going to be able to access it once the copyright strike hits you. So go to put it in an archive, put it on a flash drive or something like that, a backup hard drive,
Mhm.
and look up the title when you get it. Rewatch the video. Look at every single piece of the video that you modified, and include that in your copyright claim, because you do get 2,000 words, and that's more than enough to submit a counterclaim.
So the counterclaim cannot say they're full shit.
I wouldn't go that way. I would just make it more professional. Just don't be emotional in it. Just take emotion completely out of it. Be straightforward. Talk about the key points of the modification of your video, and just cite everything that you can,
Treat it like
because this is a legal issue, and if it goes to court, then they can cite that and point out where they were flawed in their reasoning for sending the copyright strike at you.
right. So basically, good way of summing up: treat it like Joe Friday, nothing but facts.
Yeah.
So, and that's very, very helpful, and it's very, very good to know. And thing to keep in mind: sometimes these guys, they're doing copyright strikes to get your information, and this is why we were talking about that attorney.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm going to utilize that service. I don't trust a lot of these guys to legitimately say, yeah, I feel like you intentionally played my video and you did not do anything to transform it. I don't trust them to be that way. Why I trust them.
Yes. I'm going to answer Cool Clear Water's question right here. Timestamps for transformative elements. Yeah, put timestamps down every single time that you point out where you transform the content.
Okay. Yes. So basically, when you do a cutaway when you're talking about what's going on, or where you might blur the image because of children in the original, and
wherever you transformed it, put the timestamp.
Right.
Yeah. So that way, they can identify where it's been transformed and if they are full of shit or not.
Right.
Like Blackheart said, you get 2,000 characters, so take the time to explain as much as you can, in a kind of almost robotic manner, leaving emotion out of it. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And I think that's what it boils down to. Don't. It's okay to be mad for the first minute or two after you get that strike, but then you count to 10, calm yourself down, get your facts together, and do your counter.
First time I ever got a copyright strike, I was a little perturbed by it. I created that for the one I just read. I did that right off the bat. I just thought of it, was like, how do I fight this? And then I sent it in. Then I immediately emailed Frauditor Troll and asked him for advice, and showed him that letter that I made. He was like, "Oh, you did it correctly. You should be fine."
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So and don't be afraid to ask for help. Like I asked for fraud control after that, and then there are times where they'll send it back to you and saying, "We need more information." So that happens from time to time. Just modify it as they needed.
Okay.
So I've got to go now.
Okay. You have a good one. Thank you for hopping in on such a late notice. Definitely would love to do this again. I am actually trying to take over his old time slot. So if you ever want to jump in, just let me know.
Take it easy, Blackheart.
Yep. All right. So now, do we want to continue with the video, or do we want to change pace? I think we should continue with the video. At least get to the awesome lady that took care of Zach for us. What do you think, Dre?
It shouldn't be up to me. It should be up to the people in chat.
Okay, chat. All right. So we're going to do this. We'll do put a 1 in the chat if you want us to continue with the video. Wait, I didn't say it right. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to continue with the video.
Okay.
Yeah. All
right.
So, all right, we keep it going. And I saw someone sneaked in here that I didn't see come in. Hey, it's me. It's my channel.
There's a bunch of people that came in, like Chef M80's here.
I'm sorry, who?
Chef M80.
Okay, Chef
Well,
M80.
I did see him come in. I don't know if he's still here. But
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's here. Want to say hi to him?
Yeah. Hey, do you see us chat in there? Looking for it.
Yeah, it's right up here.
Okay. Hey, Chef M80. It's good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
You missed a good show on Thursday. We were talking about cooking Boston butts.
Boston butts.
Well, actually, Frauditor Terminator, it's Blackheart's video that we are promoting, not Zachy Boy.
I see what he's saying, though. And Blackheart did blur the children.
Yes. Oh, don't start what again, Cyrax?
I think he's talking about the entire Boston butt.
Like how we like to rub our butts and massage them and everything like that. All right, let's get this going. Okay, you place.
What? I'm sorry? I can't take any pictures and video? I can barely hear you. You want to come around here so I can talk to you? That's not true. What makes you say that? This is a public building, correct? It is.
Zachy boy, I'm just wondering, how many times have you been trespassed already? Not to mention the fact that you got 41 CFR, which has pretty much screwed over Joey on a few occasions. So let's take a quick look at what got him trespassed from a courthouse a while back. In fact, several courthouses.
To the property, to all federal properties, pretty much.
Yeah, you know, Joey, unlike your pathetic little audience, I can actually read. And, you know, to be perfectly honest, Joey, I'm a little concerned about your ability to read it as well. So here we go. 41 CFR 102-47.42. Except where security regulations, rules, orders, or directives may apply, or a federal court order or rule prohibits it, persons entering in or on.
And honey, it's in the house. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you.
on federal property may take photographs of spaces occupied by a tenant agency for non-commercial purposes only with the permission of the occupying agency concerned. Spaces occupied by a tenant agency for commercial purposes only with the written permission of an authorized official by the occupying agency, and building entrances, lobbies, foyers, or corridors or auditoriums for news purposes. So under that umbrella, dude, you are not allowed to do anything in there with the video camera. And the fact that this is a courthouse makes it a non-traditional public forum. And I'm sure the same thing that can be said about the Department of Children and Families. Yeah, I'm sure that can be said about that too, because all the confidential information that floats around in there, not to mention that they're trying to protect the children and everything like that. But Zachy Boy doesn't care. Sure, Zachy Boy is a father, but what kind of father sets an example like this where you antagonize people into getting into confrontations, physical confrontations with you over children? I mean, good freaking grief, dude. You should be setting a better example for your children. If not, well, I don't think you're a very good father.
Do you have like a policy or something, or is it a law you're referring to then, or?
I'm busy, okay?
Well, you told me I have to stop, so I'm just asking for clarification. Is that a law or a policy that you're referring to? Okay, well then, just mind your business on my mind.
Is there any reason why you're recording kids in here?
I'm not here recording.
And yet we got the first person challenging, and this is not a government employee that just challenged him. That was a mother or a family member of a child who did not appreciate that their kids are being recorded.
She really did.
Yeah.
So when they start their channels, do they not read like any terms of service? Do they just start the channel and go on like, hey, now I'm a frauditor? It's like,
well, let me ask you this question: do they read?
No.
And Jay,
only what they want to. Only what they want to read.
They might be able to. They might be able to read the the little engine that could.
They pick and choose their.
J-Bond, how you doing, my friend?
I just think reading is hard for them. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure they can, because they do cherry pick what laws they want, what Poster 7 says, and blah blah blah. But I'm sure some of them can read.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or if they can read, how good is their reading comprehension skills?
Exactly. Just like how they skip over the entire 10th Amendment. It's like they read all of the amendments, but they just skip the 10th Amendment. Well, the 10th Amendment, that doesn't apply to us.
Right. And they have a very huge misunderstanding of the Fourth Amendment.
Exactly.
Don't really understand the First Amendment, because they think it's like a black and white, this is what it says, this is what it means thing. So yeah, you guys are probably right. But I mean, I don't think then they should have a channel if they can't read enough to follow the rules of having a channel on a platform, which is a private platform, a private, entity. Is YouTube's private. Not.
It's just like that lame lawsuit J-Town Press put out. I'm like, it's nothing in the law says you have to have a YouTube channel.
No, you're not entitled to one. You're not. You don't have a right to one.
Right. And here's the thing: you're showing up, and they're talking about the cameras at these courthouses, at these government buildings. And we talked about this implied consent, I think, in numerous different locations. I don't think we actually addressed it here much in this channel.
Implied consent only matters in places like as far as security cameras go.
Right. In other words, so you walk into a building that has a security camera, a lot of times you'll see a sign that says security cameras in place.
Yeah.
When you walk into that place, you know that there's a security camera, and so therefore you're acknowledging that's implied consent.
By agreeing to go in there, you're giving your consent, implied consent, by agreeing to stay in there.
And then we go.
You walk into that building. You walk into that building. You also agreeing to their policies.
Yes.
To abide and follow by their policies.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Then and the thing about those cameras, I'm going to point out, they don't go on YouTube. If they're a government entity, yes, a FOIA can be performed, but FOIAs are requests, not a demand, and they can be turned down. It can be denied, or if it's not denied, any and all information that could be considered against the law to post on YouTube, or it could be PII or whatever else that could be considered sensitive, would be blurred out, blanked, or rejected, or whatever.
I went through because that guy that somebody was looking at earlier, We the Boss or whatever, from Chicago, the one We the Boss.
Okay.
Somebody had to show. Oh, it was a Frauditor comedy show. Showed a video from him on her channel earlier.
Okay.
And I know in his comment section once he said he was denied body cam footage from Illinois or told he had to show his ID to get the body cam footage to prove he was, in the body cam footage, because it wasn't in Illinois. It's called tagged. That like there was an accident, or it's going to be used in court, or there was like excessive force used and somebody filed a complaint. Nothing like that happened with this body cam footage. So it wasn't tagged, which means that they weren't going to give it out to anyone. So he had to show an ID to prove that he was the one that was in the video.
Right. Yeah.
Or, just to see if they would give it to him. And of course, he yelled corruption on his community page. Like, he's never heard of that before. And I don't, that's not true. It's not true. And of course, the comment section was, that's not true. It's not true. Not true. So I went and I read the law from Illinois. I had to read a lot of this law. And, in Illinois, there is no law that they don't even have language in the law for those cameras.
Right.
Because nobody ever asks for them.
And real quick, hey, Eric Austin, it's good to see you, sir.
And I didn't see any language in there for those cameras because nobody ever asks for them. So it's like, why would they? Do you know what I mean? Like, who would?
So, and the thing we have to keep in mind when we're dealing with the cameras that the YouTubers, the frauditors, the First Amendment auditors are showing, there is no guarantee that individual is going to do any kind of editing to prevent sensitive information getting leaked on the internet. There's no guarantee that anyone that's watching that video is going to just watch the content and not try to get that sensitive information. I've challenged Rogue Nation once on Will's channel. Do you know who's watching your channel? He tried to come back with a sly remark, man. My answer was, well, thank you for proving my point, because even with my low number count, I can't tell you.
Right, because he was like, how am I supposed to keep track of who's watching my channel? Thank you for
exactly
for proving my point. That's exactly it. You don't know who's watching your channel.
Right.
And you shouldn't be putting out anybody's information, because exactly that. You don't know who's watching. You don't know what person is over here with some really, really great editing software.
Mm-hmm.
And I think even Takedown did a video once where he proved, even with his middle of the road software, that he could zoom in on somebody's drive. I mean, he blurred it out. He didn't show it, but that he could zoom in and get the information off of somebody's driver's license from one of these people being in a DMV.
Right.
But it's not just zooming in. They also could pick up their information while they're talking.
Yes.
So if somebody giving out their social security number or anything or their address, their camera may not caught it, but it caught them on video giving it. You can still hear it.
Right.
Right. That's another thing that confuses me about Illinois is Illinois is a two-party consent state. And that's why LIA was arrested in Berwyn.
Oh, yeah.
Because he caught the conversation between those two women and they pressed charges, right?
Right.
So I don't know why these cops are not using that more often when these people go, huh?
I think they say he was charged with, was it like wiretapping or something?
Wiretapping.
Yeah, wiretapping, yes.
He didn't ask their permission to record their conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And they were in a building where they had a reasonable expectation of privacy.
Right.
So if you're in a DMV or a courthouse or wherever, and they say no recording, and it means you have a reasonable expectation of privacy, then they could use that wiretapping law if they won't leave.
Yes. Well, you shouldn't even have to use the wiretapping law. Just mere trespassing in a lot of these places should be enough. If you're causing a disruption in that day-to-day business.
When they ask what law did I break, that one.
And I thought Illinois had really strict wiretapping laws, though.
They do, and that's why I'm like, why aren't you using them?
And that's why, and I think that's one reason why Tyrant Terminator was, what was it? He was trespassed from every DMV in the state of Illinois.
Yeah, every DMV.
Exactly. So let's keep this video going a little bit more. Like I said, I want to get to the SmackDown.
And kids.
Yeah, Zachy boy, that's a bunch of bullshit right there. I had to blur out so many children in this video, which makes...
Cybrats, that's a good question. You don't know. We have no idea how many videos they, how much film they have that they didn't release. I'm using film. How much recording? How many they didn't release, and maybe gave it to someone that would utilize that information for, or keeping it for themselves to use. So we don't know. There's no way of really knowing.
Well, anybody who has to say I'm not here for nefarious purposes is probably there for nefarious purposes. Just saying.
And they get me with that. I'm like, those people in that building doesn't know that.
No, they don't. They don't know that.
Especially if you come in covered up with a mask and shades and a hat holding the camera, they don't know.
Right.
And that's another thing too. That they're not coming in dressed like a local. They're where you can identify them. No, they're trying to hide their identity as they're filming. My mind would be, if I'm sitting in a bank and I see someone recording and they're covering their identity, he's up to no good. So
anybody can say anything they want. They're just words. It's your actions that people are going to look at.
Right. All right. So let's keep going.
Makes me wonder, what was your real purpose for going here? Was it for you to get off? I mean, no, that couldn't be it. I mean, we don't want to go that far, but given your now expunged criminal history, yeah, we might not know what you really are behind the scenes.
But you going around, walking around, and there's kids, and your camera not going down when there's kids around.
You don't think it's odd to tell a grown man what to do?
You don't think it's odd to even be asking that question? Grown men get told what to do all the time.
Thank you. No, that was not an odd question. That was not an odd question to be told. Asked, do you think it's odd for you recording? Or, yeah, you're going to get told what to do. You show up in a place doing something you're not supposed to do, someone's going to tell you, you can't do that. They'll be polite. You refuse, the politeness will go away. Until eventually you're not going to be asked or told to leave, you're going to be forced to leave. Let's find out if that happens to this fella.
by their wives, by their bosses, by the military if they're in it. I mean, it happens every single day. So it's not exactly an oddity, dude. That's just you being sexist at this point, which would go on to explain other charges that you've had under your belt as far as domestic abuse goes.
I am. I'm doing that, so just leave me alone. You don't want to be on camera? Wow. Then don't talk to the cameraman if you don't want to be recorded.
Don't be around here recording people.
It's a free country, and I'm in a public building.
It is at this point when the police are called, but we are going to have to wait for the police because the confrontation that Zachy Boy here initiated is about to begin.
Or the office if they don't do anything about this threat.
Well, if he was just threatened, why is he still there?
Excuse me.
What was that, Rob?
If you feel that you was just threatened, which, you know, by this lady by saying it, why is you still there? Wouldn't you leave?
I would leave. I would leave. Why would you engage if someone's already said, I don't feel so, I'm going to protect my child, or I'm going to protect my little sister?
Exactly. She already threatened violence. I'm like, okay, then I will leave.
And here's the thing: when someone comes to you and says, "I don't care if I go to jail again," you might want to just say, "Okay."
You may just want to walk away and leave it alone. She's lucky, you know. He's lucky enough, you know, if she didn't have anybody in the parking lot waiting for him.
Yes.
I mean, because if you seen in one video, I think, you know, a while ago, Schroeder's cat covered a video about the I guess it was the guy in Michigan. He was in a post office, and the lady said she didn't want to be on camera, and her husband came in there. I'm not sure if anybody's seen that video, but it's kind of an older video though.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't think I have, but I mean,
I remember it.
Yeah,
you remember it? Yeah, it had him against the wall. It broke his camera and everything.
Yeah.
See, that's what these guys don't think about is that if you mess with a man's wife, something bad can happen to you. You mess with a man's child, something worse can happen to you. So, yeah, and you never know. You're going to come across that guy who just doesn't care if they go to prison again.
Right.
So, might want to be careful when you do the f around find out games.
And like you said, when she said, "I don't care if I go to jail," I'm like, they should have told him something.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yes, definitely. I think if I hear a guy say that to me, I'm going to agree with that. I go, okay, well, you have a good day. Take care of yourself. Boom. And out the door I'll go. I will say, give me 2 steps, mister.
Okay, I'm like.
I'm sorry, what's that, Rob?
No, go ahead.
Yeah. All right.
How are you doing? Ma'am? Ma'am, I had a question.
Okay, what's that?
Ma'am, I had a question. Ma'am.
You can tell she's getting frustrated with this guy.
Technically, I don't think they really have to talk to him because they know he's not there for service.
Right.
He has no business in that building. It's nothing to do with him.
And you can look at her. You can see she's busy as hell trying to probably get the next person, her next customer, squared away so she can go to the next person. And here's this bozo come around going, I'm going to record because I can. It's my first minute right to record and be total assholes to y'all.
Again, like I said, if they had to shut down because of him, I'm thinking like, shouldn't these fraudsters be charged with some type of government, what's the word I'm looking for? interference. Just interfering in it, like they did J-Town Press in Alabama. They charged up with that.
Right. Well, here's the thing that to me, his activity is causing disruption. It's not just him going around recording. He's also approaching government employees while they're trying to do their job, and they're not able to do their job because he's recording them. Well, not just recording, but he's interacting with them.
Right.
And the interaction, the disruption of business can be enough for them to say, leave.
Exactly.
Can I speak to your supervisor?
I want to speak to your manager.
I'm busy right now. You can pull a number and I will get to
Hi, 201.
I was just threatened.
Sorry, you can pull a number, take a seat, and
I was just threatened by someone who's here. I want to speak to your supervisor, please.
Zachy boy, there's something that tells me that this will end up the same way that it went for JC News Now when he decided that he wanted to puff up to somebody at a marijuana dispensary in Missouri. Well, it didn't end well for him, and the guy that ended up putting him down never got charged with because, well, Jimmy Boy was the antagonist the whole dang time. And, well, guess what? Jimmy Boy is about to spend a few years in prison. That's something you really should think about, dude, because, yeah, you might end up back behind bars here soon enough at the rate you're going.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
It's just weird. You're walking in here to record.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
We don't know you.
You're entitled to your opinion. I think it's weird to ask a grown man to stop recording in public.
Yes, because why would you record?
It's weird to record children.
Yes. And that's not weird being asked, why are you recording, or asked to be stopped recording. And that's not public. I'm going to argue that that's not public. No,
it's not. It's a limited public forum. He should not be in there, or maybe even a non-public forum. I'm not sure which, but nope. He needs to go.
Yes.
Why would I not? So, there's children in public, so don't go in public.
I suppose that's your goal, to make sure that everybody's afraid to go out into public every day. And I'm not just talking about the sidewalks or anything like that. I'm talking about where people actually have a reasonable expectation of some form of privacy, such as the Department of Children and Families, aka, in this case, WIC office. Oh, yeah, and this one's for you, Zachy boy. You keep on commenting on my high-tone voice.
Well, this one's for you, Zachy boy. Go yourself.
I like that.
But
Patrick Dallinger, hey, how you doing, buddy? And what's that, Rob?
Here's a question, though. How would he like it if it was his children?
Well, that's a good question. Apparently, he doesn't like it too well.
How would he like it if somebody was recording and they was recording his family with him and his children? How would he like that? If he doesn't know where it's going to be put at, I guarantee you he would say, "Can you stop recording my children?" Or
Rob, and we know for a fact he does not like that because of that community post he put out.
No, I know he does.
The hypocrisy this man has already demonstrated in the past week, and he expects us to take him serious. No,
I take someone like him serious because obviously he likes recording children.
Well, that part, yes.
And if he's been asked to leave, he needs to get. He's trespassing.
Exactly. Right. What is that government office is designed to do is designed to take care of women, infants, and children, and get the food stamp programs. Men are not supposed to be in there as far as
they can be in there.
They can be in there, but but he's not in there to receive services.
No, he's not
or
there
be
for
with
services.
someone.
Right.
Yeah.
He's
That's
in
what
it
it's
with
for.
pets.
It's
Yeah.
this is why it's a limited public forum, because there's a number of things that you can be in there to do. Okay. If you're not there to do those things that it's designated for, then you don't need to be in there. Even if you're not recording, you don't need to be in there.
Right.
So get out.
Now I'm going, and we'll keep on going real quick.
Cameras everywhere. There's cameras all over this building.
That's okay. I don't want your camera recording us.
Why not? I can FOIA request those cameras and use it for whatever purposes I want. Let's be reasonable.
Okay.
Whatever purposes he wants.
Yeah, I heard that, but here's the thing
that scares me. That scares me, because what if he decides to sell the images of the children on the dark web? You know what I mean?
Right. Yes.
What if he's ew?
But
then wouldn't it be redacted?
It should be redacted if it was properly taken care of. They would knock on wood, blur the children's images out before they send it out. But he would have to state why he needs it, why he wants that recording.
Right,
and,
because they just saying, well, I want it just because they're not going to give it to you.
No, yeah, it's a request. It's a request. And they're going to look at it and go, why? No.
If he just asked for it without an explanation, they would come back and ask him for an explanation on why he was asking for it.
Mm-hmm.
And if he refused to give it, well, then that request would be denied.
And the fact that he's already in there recording as is, they're going to come back and say, no, because we don't know what your purpose here is for.
Nobody asked for that. Nobody asked for security cam. They don't. Nobody asked for that.
Right. The only reason you would view security camera footage has been instant happen, like some guy walking around filming children. That's probably one time you will actually view it.
Oh yeah, you can FOIA request those videos, but you know what? They're gonna be doing some redacting to make sure that there's no sensitive information in those videos, because you know damn good and well there's going to be a lot of sensitive information.
Plus, do you know how much it's going to cost you for somebody to sit and go through 8-9 hours of security footage for a day to redact all that? They're going to charge you a pretty freaking penny for that.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And these guys already complain about the cost of some of the FOIAs they asked for.
Mm-hmm.
Like they should get everything for free.
Yeah, that's not the way it's supposed to happen. And here, and Pat Dallinger's right. A lawyer will take a look at it before it gets released to ensure that something sensitive does not get released to someone at random.
Yeah, so you're gonna be paying. I mean, there's one FOIA I did for just the simple body cam footage from a police officer. I mean, they wanted $600.
Yes, and that was
like,
just and that's just to pay for the person who's going to go find that footage that you're looking for. Make sure there's not anything sensitive and redact it, and then put it in a format that you can either download it or snail mail it to you in a DVD or something.
Well, they usually don't snail mail it. They usually give it to you in a link that you sign in online to view it. But that was only for one, like, I don't know, maybe body cam footage would probably been an hour long, you know, start to finish from, and then whatever they didn't redact, maybe it would have turned out less, but that was, they wanted $600. I'm like, I'm so sorry I asked for this. I don't need it, you know? And then they said, that's why we let you know the cost up front, so we don't waste our time. You know, it's like, God bless, man.
Yeah. And I think I think that's fair. They should do that. Because I don't think as a taxpayer, if my city was putting together this body camera footage, and we have to spend $60,000-$80,000 a year to have an employee that's their job, and we're paying for that, and it's nothing more than someone to put it on YouTube so they can make money off of it. No, they need to pay for this stuff.
Right.
We're not, the city's not making profit off it. They're paying for that person to do the work.
No, FOIA requests are not, there's no budget. They're not making any, there's a lot of places that don't charge you at all.
Right.
The first time I had been asked to pay that amount of money for anything, FOIA request related. You know, one time I had to pay $30, you know, which was fine. I paid the $30, and that wasn't even for body cam. That was just a bunch of stuff I requested, you know, and I paid it and got it, you know, and that was the only time I ever really had to pay. A lot of places don't charge you, believe it or not, for papers, you know, like if you request just like things on paper, they don't. It's where it comes into imaging that they want to charge you. So, yeah.
Right. So we'll keep this rolling right along. Like I said, I want to get to the exciting part.
But yeah, you just don't give a shit.
And be respectful. I'm not bothering you.
Oh, it drives me crazy.
You can't go too far without him saying something and going, "What the heck?" I mean, respect is first you earn respect, but if you really want to receive respect, you got to be respectful too first. You got to show the respect. Yes.
They have no business telling anyone to be respectful. Oh, this is irritating me.
Yes.
I'm not slowing down anything. They don't want to work because I'm trying to ask for a supervisor. I was just threatened by somebody here. What did you say? You said you were going to punch me? That's what you said.
It's showtime.
Don't touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Oh, just see slap me.
I'm not going to play with you. Go and get up out of here. Go and get out of here. I go to jail today. Go and get out of here.
I ain't getting out of here. Don't touch me.
Fuck out. I told you not to record my little sister. Don't touch me. Get out.
Y'all see this?
Get out. I don't give a fuck. Get out. I don't give a fuck. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Okay. There we go. I said yes, that she was awesome. That lady, she's awesome. I'm sorry that you got doxxed by that gentleman. By Zach. He's not a gentleman. I should not call him that. I'm sorry to all the real gentlemen out there.
I want to buy her dinner. I sincerely want to buy her dinner because she's my hero. You know, she's what I want to do every single day to these people. You know,
and I'm not gonna lie here. I was very, very disappointed how the police handled the situation. They should have got him out.
Get arrested.
Well, she didn't get arrested, but she kind of walked out. But no, my problem with the police is that they didn't really do anything with him. They didn't care.
You know what?
And I have to. I'm going to give a little bit of criticism on the manager. The manager said, "I want him out here. He's here recording our children in this building that's not designed to take care of his needs. We don't offer services for him, nor is he here with anyone that needs services. Get him out now." So I criticize the manager for not saying that. And I'm criticizing police for not looking at the bigger picture and say, "You got to go now." Hey, fat guy.
I normally would have been more angry, but I wasn't because she kicked his ass.
Yeah, yes, but here's the thing: she shouldn't have to.
No, she shouldn't. But again, I was kind of appeased because she kicked his ass and didn't get arrested. So
yes,
I am sorry she got doxxed on his channel.
Right, but
I'm very sorry for that. Nobody deserves that because they're sticking up for the fact they don't want their little sister recorded.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Hey, do you think
the receptionist told? Yeah, she did. She told him to leave.
Yes.
And then Rob, she said that she threatened him. Yeah.
Hey, Rob, what were we? Jason Gutterman. What were you trying to say?
No, I'm sorry. Do you think that the police probably gave him her name?
Very possible. It could be, it's just very, very possible.
So he could go and press charges if he wanted, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, but the fact that he doxed her, I don't think he would press charges because I think she can turn around and press charges against him or go after him civilly as well.
Well, I called this WIC office and they told me they know how to get in touch with her. So,
right.
Yeah, because Dr. Dave, he emailed her and said he would help her.
Yeah.
Sit on a live stream.
It's not down yet, so I don't know.
Well, it needs to come down. That video needs to come down, not just because of her, but the children.
Right. I mean, but this is how much YouTube gives a crap about their own terms of service. This is what I'm saying. Like, the Lucid Dream is fighting hard, right, to get everybody to understand, like, this is YouTube's terms of service, right? He's supposed to be getting the permission of all the parents and everything else, and didn't. This is YouTube's terms of service.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure so many of us reported this video. I'm not brigading. I'm just saying what's facts here. Okay.
Right.
And look where it is.
It's still up.
Right.
It's still up. And that does not require a privacy strike. It should not be requiring a privacy strike from the victims of this video. It should be
YouTube doing the right thing because it's their own terms of service. A lot of these people break YouTube's terms of service with every video they post, but yet YouTube turns a blind eye, and I don't get it.
Exactly. Perfect example. Look what, like, I think you know what I'm talking about, Ray. Look what YouTube did to Has. For what do you say, for a live stream that happened almost over a year ago?
Yes.
Yes.
Because somebody reported it for bullying and harassment.
And
they immediately just took it down. It's like, well, wait a minute, what? One person reports it and they take it down, but
why aren't these other videos of these fraudsters being taken down? Because they are bullying and harassing.
Or
don't
worse.
Sit there, don't sit there and say SAC was not bullying and harassing those women, those children. Don't sit there and say that he was not bullying those ladies.
But the fact that he just simply recorded children is against their terms of service.
Exactly. There is so many terms of services violations in this video.
But here it sits.
Do your job. Take that video down.
Exactly, because YouTube won't even allow a child under the age of 18. What is it?
18.
Under age 18 to even have a YouTube channel.
Right.
They can, but their parents have to be involved with every video that's made. Yeah. So basically, no, because the parents have to be involved.
Exactly.
So,
yes.
It's disgusting to me that YouTube is, I believe, a lot at fault for this crap because they let them get away with it.
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you on that one. Like I said, I don't want to go any further with this one because I feel like
we've got to watch him get his butt kicked. That's enough.
That's enough. Yes. You're right. And the fact the police did not do anything to him.
Him sitting there whining about his camera getting posted. I can't. I wouldn't be able to stand it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if this would have happened in what county? What county?
I think it was in Orlando area.
Have any of you ever heard of Chef Grady Judd?
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with Chef Grady.
If it would have happened in his county, it would have been, I think, a totally different story. Because he doesn't put up with soft sits. He doesn't put up with. He already warned fraudsters, if you pull anything, we're gonna arrest you on the spot.
Yeah. Right. Yes. Yes, he has warned them on that. He has. And that's a sheriff that does not play. In fact,
he doesn't.
Yes. In fact, when he was in school, he dropped out because they had recess. All right.
Even the title of this video is disgusting.
I don't even remember what the title was.
Calls her Ghetto Karen.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's the link for the video.
I'm
not telling y'all what to do. Just there's the link.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I want to change pace a little bit and let's talk about an upcoming convention. I think we need to. You want to go ahead and throw Hez's video up there real quick?
Yeah, was it? Can I ask how many of you have heard of this this little party they're planning on throwing in October? I'm sure most of you by now have heard of this little party they're planning on throwing.
So if you just put a 1 in the chat, if you have heard, see, I'm doing that to get a put a 1 in the chat if you heard about the Frauditor convention that's taking place October 19th in Pensacola, Florida.
And the thing about it is, I live 3.5 hours away from there.
I live very close, very much closer. So you and I, Rob, hang tight when after the show, and we'll talk. Oh, so we got a question mark. So I'm assuming that means Jenny has not heard about it.
Is the question mark? Oh, Jenny.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna love this one, Jenny.
Yeah, you're gonna love this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's play this bad boy.
Alan Newcastle sits alone watching YouTube videos on his computer when suddenly he hears an all too familiar cry for help.
There is no expectation of privacy in public.
There's no need to fear. Hezokai is here.
Solo, yak, 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 solo, yak, 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 solo, yak, 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 the Armed Fisherman. Update, Audit Palooza. I'm pretty sure 99.9% it's going to be October 19th. Saturday, October 19th. The reason is because the guy who does all the lighting and video and stuff and possibly playing live music cannot come on the 26th, so it's going to be the 19th, October 19th. I have called. There's only 100 tickets left. They're $100 a piece. All you can eat, all you can drink, all you can drink alcohol, all you can smoke, but you got to bring your own. Tobacco, of course.
Oh yes. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. The first ever Frauditor convention, Frauditor Palooza in Pensacola, Florida on October 19th. Oh my goodness gracious me, I am so excited because, ladies and gentlemen, my plan is to cover it. It's a legitimate news story, the first ever all First Amendment Auditor Convention, and I want to go there because we're all press, we're all media, and cover it like a legitimate journalist, live, that's right. I got 3 months to figure out how I'm going to get down there, and if I can do it, I'm going to go there. I got myself the Frauditor's Handbook. I'm going to hand out free copies of my book. It's going to be great. I'm going to try to interview some frauditors. I'm going to film them. If they have a problem with it, I'm going to tell them that I'm press and that I'm engaged in my freedom of press and they can't stop me no matter what. And if I go in there and they say this is private, all I have to do is what they do, say, no, it isn't. And I'm freedom of the press. I'm engaged in a First Amendment protected activity. You can't ask me to leave. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. I can't wait. Ooh, I hope I can figure out exactly where it's going to be. Well, let's see who's all supposed to be there. This is so exciting.
Before we let them get into that, so let's ask some real serious question here. Miss Ray, actually, me and Miss Ray kind of have a disagreement on this question. So I'm going to ask Rob. Rob, do you actually think that this will take place?
No, I don't think it's going to happen.
You don't think
it's
going
to happen? No,
Okay.
And let me tell you why it's not going to happen.
Okay.
Because all you really think all those egos gonna want to come into one room and just want to get together without any drama happening?
I think it's a grift.
That's what I said. Then something gonna come up. He's gonna have to cancel it, and nobody gets their money back.
See, Doc, I'm not the only one who thinks that. It's a grift, and it's yep.
I'm going
this
to
will
say,
go down as the grift of all grifts.
Okay. And he's grifting. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. I can see this. I will not argue with your assessment. However, right now, based on what I'm seeing, I don't see any indications where it's still going to go, in my mind, it's going to go forward. So,
Hey,
but let's see who's allegedly going to be there. Hey, Greg, how you doing, buddy?
Because I'm already tell you, when he mentioned all you can eat buffet, Georgia Transparency was okay.
He's on his way there now.
Yeah,
I'm coming now.
Yeah, his lips were licking. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom.
And I'm trying to get a bunch of auditors to come. I talked to Long Island Auto yesterday. He said he would come, but now I think that a lot of people are worried about drama, and I understand. And the people can attest, everyone I called, that's my main point. There's not going to be any drama that day. It's going to be a day for the movement, a day of solidarity that we can all get together. And if certain auditors don't like other auditors.
What was that? What's that?
For the movement. That's not the movement I was thinking of.
I give John Felix a lot of credit. At least he admit that there's a lot of drama filled in that community.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so Jenny sent me a private message here. Let me see what she says.
And John Felix is crazy as the craziest of them all.
He makes me want to barf. Yeah, but yeah, he's crazy. But yeah, but you know that they have to know that there's drama. I mean, they'd be so blind. Thank you, Frauditor Terminator. You got my joke. But they have to be blind, with more blind than we think they are, if they don't see the drama in their own community. I mean,
yeah,
there's drama everywhere, though. I mean,
yeah.
So, in all fairness, but I don't think it's going to happen. They don't. We'll see.
I don't think it's happening either. Because they already had to push the date. I'm like, well, if you had to change the date the first time,
Well, I'm going to say this. I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Keep in mind, October, this time of year, you're going to have a lot of Halloween parties. This person that he's talking about, party's going to be very, very booked up. So
also think about it. It's this Florida, Pensacola, Florida. Pensacola is a beach town, and today is the first day of hurricane season. I would pray this will be the first time I pray a hurricane hits Pensacola and blow every last one.
No. We'll have that discussion off stage, buddy. I'm just going to say that real politely. We're going to have that discussion. I don't want a hurricane hitting the Pensacola area. And we'll have that discussion off stage.
Weren't we saying that they were going to group audit everywhere and get like the police to attention, which they were saying they didn't want?
I do have a theory, and this is the thing that
armed fishermen said that.
Yeah, I do have a theory that they may not necessarily hit hard in the Pensacola area, but I can see them going to the surrounding areas. And you will see an uptick of audits taking place all over the place.
Yeah.
And they'll hit post offices, they'll hit DMVs, they'll try to hit schools, they'll try to hit any government office they can think of, and then probably even some private institutions. In fact, I was talking to Miss Ray about this, and I said I will be reaching out to some of these government agencies, and just to kind of let them know, hey, this is happening in Pensacola. It may not be. You may not be in your town, but you're close enough to Pensacola where I can see them coming to your facilities to harass your employees, your residents, your citizens.
I'm in North Florida, and we have to deal with every now and then you may run into J-Town Press, because
I'm so sorry.
I had to go downtown to the courthouse for some business. And the day after that, she went. I'm like, oh, it's a day late.
Mm-hmm.
She went, and she got kicked out of the courthouse. I mean, the courthouse, because they just built a brand new courthouse here in North Florida, and they were saying she was going. Well, I just want to go around, and just record, the same stick that they always do. And the sheriff told her, you cannot record in here because it's, the judge's order. And, the same question where is that a law? So she not only did she get put out, she got trespassed. She made it all the way down to the public defender's office. That's in the courthouse. She got passive, and they told her that she couldn't record, and they kicked out and trespassed her.
Okay. Yeah, and yes, and that's what they need to do. That's what they should do. Get her out. Get them out. Don't give them time to do their little salad. The word salad. Just get them out. Don't waste. Yeah, I don't believe it. This is a real till GoFundMe explodes with travel expenses pages, and that's another thing we're seeing a lot of people saying we're going to see some GoFundMes. I do believe so too. I think that's going to happen. If this is a real event, this is going to happen. So let's find out who's going to be there.
There's not going to be drama. Please don't let that keep you from coming. Whoever you are, I want you here. If I called and invited you, it's because I want you here. And regardless of who it is, an attendee or an auditor, any drama gets you thrown from the event. It's a private event. There will be security there, and it's not going to be drama. It's going to be fun, more fun, and a way that we can all meet each other, our fans. And I haven't met so many people that I'd love to meet. I feel like I know them already, like Long Island, auditing Erie County, the Batusa I'd like to invite. Jeff Gray I've never got to meet. Josh Abrams said he would come down. J-Town Press is coming down. Wrights Crispy. Southeastern Community.
What's that, Rob? I'm sorry.
Hey, he just said it's going to be security. That he said, did he say security or did he say private security?
He said security. And more likely, I'm thinking he's going to have to contract out with some sort of security company.
It'd be hilarious if it's allied.
I was just thinking that.
It would be hilarious if it's allied.
Yeah.
Allied would probably be like, no.
It would even be more fun if they have Regan Benson there and it's allied security.
I don't think he's going to invite Regan Benson.
No, but it would be funny as hell, wouldn't it?
If he wanted $100, he would.
I don't think he's charging. I don't think he's charging any of the frauditors. I think the people who have to pay are people like us.
See, I'm thinking it's that the frauditors are paying as well, or that's the image I'm getting here. But I might be wrong.
Security can only observe and report or protect. What will security do for him? Yeah,
exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that'd be fun because when security comes out to Hez and myself, we're going to say, you can observe and report. You don't believe me? Go ask that guy over there. That's what he says all the time.
But remember that wherever they have this, this get together, they have to abide by the policy. So wherever they have this at now.
Yes, exactly. They do.
Know that he'll be there, especially if it's like an all-you-can-eat thing. Georgia Transparency is already there, camped out, waiting. Yes.
Speaking of Georgia Transparency, somebody, I was in the side chat. Somebody asked me, "Do you feel bad about you making fun of Georgia Transparency?" I said, "No. I feel sorry for his truck." I'll say I feel sorry for his truck, I feel sorry for his truck and the roads of Georgia that he traveled up and down up, because to stand the strain of him and his Ford on those roads, I feel so sorry for him.
He single-handedly caused most of the potholes in that state. I'm sure of it.
Because my question is, when he travel in his truck or drive around in his truck, I want to they put caution wide load in front of it.
He's got to have the police escort with the flags and all that stuff.
Oh man.
I mean, seriously. I'm like, they even asked me, "Do y'all feel bad?" I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't feel bad at all. I feel sorry for his truck, the shocks for his truck. I feel sorry for the tires, the brakes, and everything. Because I guarantee you, once he get in his truck, it makes a squeaking sound.
Oh,
and when he get out of his truck go, oh. I guarantee you that happened. I'm sorry. Go ahead on. I'm sorry.
We also said Josh Abrams was going to be there, which means he's coming for the food too. Him and that thing that he's married.
Yeah, that's right. We got Spanky that's supposed to be coming. That was supposedly confirmed. But let's keep this.
I wish I was, because I sure would have asked Josh. So how did the election come on?
I'm sorry?
I would have asked Josh Abrams. So how did the election come around? Did you win?
He'll insist he did because he was cheated.
I told you I am a very petty person. I am very petty.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to tell you, there was a part of me that was a little disappointed that he lost, because I was going to do all kinds of crazy stuff with him. I was going to FOIA him all up and down. Because yes.
Yeah, I was like, now you got another fool running out in Nevada. What is it, Reno 911 or whatever? Ordering Reno 911.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like, you're not gonna win.
Yeah. I bet they will set up in a public park and all get arrested for trespassing when they fail to reserve the space. Oh yeah. Well, let's keep this going. Let's keep this going, because I'll add to that in here shortly.
Southeastern PA Community Watch is coming. Freeman, I'm trying to get. I talked to him yesterday. He said he doesn't like big crowds and he wants to. I told him we would throw flower petals at his feet like they do at Coming to America. Acura Amanda, I'm trying to get. Rogue, if he can get there. NC Tire and Hunter, I'd like to see there. Joe Cool, I'd like to see there. Caroline Fort Worth. Blind Justice, I need to call him. I've also invited, here's the deal, Brian. He said thank you for the invite. Big Nick, South Florida Accountability. I'd like you to be there. If you need accommodations, the guy told me there's a area close by called Naval Air Station. There's a bunch of hotels and restaurants and stuff there if you need accommodations. I think I'm going to go up 4 or 5 days before.
Wait a
maybe
minute.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
If you know that you having this, he says, I know a guy. They have accommodations. Like, you the event planner. You supposed to have this already taken care of, right?
You would have to
yes.
list the names of the hotels and all that.
No. Not just the names of the hotels, because where he's making the mistake is he's not ensuring that there's rooms available, and he's not blocking off rooms. He's not doing anything to get them like a special rate, nothing like that. He's just saying, yeah, you could go over there and try and get a room. Good luck to you.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, because if some hotels, if they may even give you a discount because you put some rooms on reserve, because a lot of the people in my family, do family reunions, and that's just what they do. They, well, we got this whole, you got rooms on return, on hold here. If you're not here at a certain time, you may lose your room.
And we have Highway Star. Okay.
So I can tell you right now, this is already
you go and you can get like a block of rooms. Hi, Tiny Chihuahua Life. How you doing, hon? Good to see you. See, he can go get like a block of rooms at a couple of hotels and get a special rate for them, and then that ensures that people have a place to stay instead of hoping they can go and get a room.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If there's some event going on there that he's not aware of on that date, that's where he's making a mistake. Like, you can just go over there if you need accommodation. I don't know. Screw you. You're on your own. Type thing.
Yeah. And here's the thing. He's talking about Naval Air Station, Pensacola Naval Air Station. They have events all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They have, and those guys, those rooms, I guarantee you stays full throughout the year.
There's a card show in Florida, June 16th through 19th. They have a hotel for people selling cards, getting special rates. See, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's what you call organization, being organized.
Yeah. Well, do we honestly expect John Phillips to be organized?
Before?
Oh, no. This is already falling apart at the seams.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep this rolling because there's a couple more things I want to do tonight, and we'll
look at the venue and look at the logistics and see how much food I'm gonna have to cook for everybody, and I'm gonna be very involved in the part.
Okay, so you hear what he just said. He's not hiring a catering service. He is cooking the food.
Oh, this is reminding me of Bridesmaids. Oh man.
Wait a minute. See, there's another mistake. You cooking? I'm like, you got 200 tickets.
You are not going to be wait, and you're saying, oh, you can eat, and you're talking about some of the biggest people in the world.
I mean, you got
show up at your place.
I mean, you got Georgia Transparency and AFA coming. They're gonna shut it down already.
Yeah, you're not going to tell them to get back in line, because I've got news for you. They'll get the manliest person there, Lana, to push them ahead of the line, and they'll get their food.
I mean, because if he's cooking it, then it's not all you can eat.
Yeah.
If it's not all you can eat, if it's all you can eat, you will hire a caterer, and the caterer would just, how many people is coming, and they'll know what to prepare and what do you want on the menu.
Right.
This is why I said Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Anybody who saw that movie would know what I was talking about.
Yeah. Well, I remember the movie.
About.
It's been a while since I've seen it, so yeah.
Oh, they all got sick. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And
he's cooking. Everyone would be getting sick. He's probably going to go with the mindset that don't wash your hands, it adds flavor. All right, let's keep going.
Hey. Yeah, J-Town Press. Yeah, she's coming. Absolutely. If you want to get one of the last 100 tickets that are left, email me at johnfelix, Filax, @gmail.com. In the email, put your first and last name and phone number, because that's basically going to be your ticket. Only you have your phone number. You're going to be checked in, and etc. There will be no drama.
Ooh, how is that gonna work?
Okay, I'm sorry. What's that?
How is that gonna work?
It's not. At the end of it all, it's going to be a chaotic event. It's going to be.
Just send me an email with your name and phone number, and plus and your $100, and that's your ticket. I'm like, no.
Oh, there's going to be some. It's not going to be very well organized. If it does take place, Hez and myself, and I'm sure a couple of others, will have good footage of fights breaking out.
Because when Hez did announce this the other morning, I was laughing hard with him. But this is not going to work.
No, it's not. This is not. Hey, Jenny, are you still here? Put a one chat or say hi or do something if you're still in the chat. And while I'm waiting for that, that being said, okay, great. Jenny, I'm going to use that picture that you sent me as what's your story. Just giving you a heads up. Yes, no, I see. If it does happen, it's going to be chaotic. This might be the first. This is going to be 3 events in one: the first, the last, and the only Frauditor convention ever take place, if it does take place. And if it doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets canceled out, and I would be but I would really be surprised if people actually get their money back.
No, pretty sure nobody gets their money back.
Oh yeah, well, we had to pay the venue, and we did have that deposit down for the security, and we did have to pay the guy because he had blocked off that time. He's not going to get work. He's a busy guy. This is a busy time of year, and we already paid for that food, and it's in the freezer at my house, and so yeah. But you'll be here next year. If we decide to do this again next year, we'll have that food ready for you. Yep, it's going. Buyer beware. Let's just say that. But like I said, I'm going to take a little bit more offensive on this one. I don't care about these guys having their party. Truthfully, hey, have a good time. Enjoy yourselves. Have fun.
Okay.
What I'm more concerned about is these guys going into these communities around Pensacola. It's not going to be just Pensacola itself, but around Pensacola, harassing the people there. And I'm going to take an active role in just letting these local government, these post offices, everything know that this event is taking place, so they can be aware that maybe their police officers might want to get brushed up on how to handle First Amendment auditors. Post offices might want to take a moment to really push Poster 7 and what it does say to their employees, so the employees know exactly what it says.
Can you imagine a bunch of?
It's not fair.
What's that?
Can you?
I want to be there so bad. You guys get to.
Yeah. Well,
Can you imagine a bunch of anti-frauditors standing on a public sidewalk recording them at the event?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And everything that they've done in the past is going to be pushed right back in their face.
But remember now, we're on the public sidewalk.
Yep. Yep. So that being said, so I'm going to take that kind of a role. I'm going to ask anyone, and let's change my banner real quick. If you want to help me with this matter, emailing, contacting local government agencies, which I would appreciate it, because there's, just when you start breaking that information down, it's a lot. It's a lot of agencies that you have to reach out to. So if you want to help me out, shoot me an email. It's going across the tracker. And just say, hey, how do you want to do this? I'll try to figure out a game plan on how it's the best way of doing it. Maybe break it down by counties. I don't think you necessarily have to call every single agency, but maybe calling the city hall, county courthouse, and talking to one or two people at each.
Maybe tipping off the police station.
Yeah, and reaching out to the police station. I'm going. If you can, if you live in the area and you want to go to a local town council and speak for a moment, and like I said, you at the end of the day, the party, let them have their party. Quite frankly, hey, great, have a good time. It's just the activities that they might do outside the party is what my concerns are, and I think it's we need it. If you live in the area, it's your civil duty to say, hey, be kind of aware that this may happen. And it's going to be an uptick of it. You might see in 1 week's time, 4 or 5 times someone's coming in and filming your place. So be aware that it's happening. So these agencies may not do anything, or they might say, okay, let's make sure we understand what we can legally do, and so we can do it. Where we're protecting our citizens, at the same time protecting their rights. We don't want their rights to be infringed upon. And
I think this place on the Saturday. I think a lot of the government buildings are closed on the Saturday.
Yeah, but we're talking about the 2 or 3 days before, and then a few days after.
Right, that's right.
That's showing up. Yeah, yes. So let's go ahead and bring this video down, because the rest of it was about that bat barat then was doing, and quite frankly, it was.
But he never tells. He says it's in Pensacola, but he also says, I'm gonna go. He says he's gonna go like a week before, or a couple of days before, because he doesn't want the police to be tipped off, or any trolls to find out where they're having their get together.
Oh yeah, you noticed that.
I noticed that. Most likely it's at a public park. Nobody's stupid.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I'm trying.
Yeah, yes, and that's what they're trying to do, is keep it hush hush. They don't want people know who's doing what, and that kind of thing.
He says it's gonna be award ceremony. I'm like, for who? The Long Island Art Sean Reyes Lifetime Achievement Award. Or better yet, then they'll help Chili fall in from jail.
Well, Chili might be out of jail by that point.
That's right.
But then again, he's got the other charge that's pending too, so he may be still there.
Then he can get through with his
at that point,
litigators.
Yeah, and at that point, he's a habitual offender. So, hey, Rob, you know what time it is?
That's my story.
What's your story? And there it is.
Which Mr. Thomas is extraordinarily good at. So.
Yeah. So we're gonna give a minute. What's your story? And
whose baby is that?
And I'll answer your question here shortly. That picture was sent to me during the live stream. This is
whose kitty is that?
That would be Jenny's with an eye.
Oh, Jenny, your cat is so cute.
Oh, look at those eyes.
Yes.
Even my cat Bradshaw give me the same type of eyes, but don't let it fool you.
What's the baby's name?
Jenny, what's your cat's name?
Oh.
Rob
where did he go? What happened?
I think he'll come back. He'll come back. I think he may have lost a connection. Spitz. The cat's name is Spitz. Yes.
I had a cat when I was young, really young, that was named Spitz. And my dad, my dad was, I'm just going to preface it by saying he was not the nicest of people, okay?
Uh-huh.
And this cat, there's a reason his name was Spitz, but one day he bit me so hard, I still have the scar on my wrist from it.
Uh-huh.
My dad got so mad at the cat for biting me that he picked him up and threw him out the window. And we lived up on this 3rd floor apartment in the city. And it was a really high 3rd floor. Ooh. He literally pitched the cat out the window.
Who's the owner of this cat again?
Jenny.
Yeah. Okay. So the cat lived though. He landed on his paws and he lived. And my mom was like, "Go get the cat. Go get the effing cat." My dad did not want to go get the cat, but he knew not to cross my mom, so he went and got the cat.
All right. So if you're not familiar with the game, we hadn't played it for a little bit. It's called What's Your Story? And we take a picture and we try to tell a story with this picture. So Mr. Rob, you are the guest tonight, so I'm gonna let you start.
Okay. I was going through the chat. I see the cat name is Spitz.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna see, can I make up something on the fly? Okay, meet Jenny and her cat named Spitz. Jenny just told her cat that we have a guest coming over for dinner, and the cat looked at her like, oh, okay. And then the reason why he has the look on his face, she told him, well, his name is Russell Pickron. It goes by the name Georgia Transparency. So you may have to share some of your food with him.
Bad thing is I was getting ready to go with something similar with that too. Yeah. So
I got another one.
You got another one?
Yeah, meet Spitz.
Spitz, okay.
Meet Spitz. His owner told him, we need for you to go and do your job. I have a mouse in the basement that I need for you to catch. And the cat looked at with this look. The cat told him, "Not me."
Not me. No. That's not my job. You got to get yourself another cat. That's ready. Are you ready?
Yeah. Mom, why did you ground me? It's my job to go out and get those frauditors. I'm supposed to spit at them tonight.
I got another one.
Wait, now I hadn't had a chance now, Rob. If you keep on, I might not have one because you're taking them off from me. So Jenny says, apparently his sister is the mouser. Okay. Yeah. So he's probably the spoiled baby.
He looks like it, but he deserves it. Look how cute he is. Oh, sorry.
Oh, he is a cute cat. He is a very, very cute cat. So I'm going to change his name for the story. This is Smokey. And Smokey, he has been just told, that his sister will sleep on the bed tonight and not him. So that's why he's got that look.
I'm gonna change his name too. I'm gonna just say meet Fluffy.
Fluffy, okay.
Meet Fluffy. Fluffy just found out from the Maury Povich show that he was the father. Oh yeah, the look on his face says it all.
That's a lot of child support. That's a lot of
You
child
are
support.
the father. You are the father, and she wanted. How are you going to take care
Oh,
of her
Jane's
9
going.
kittens?
Jane's going to get mad at me. Jane's going to get mad at me, but I'm going to do this one. Here's Spitz. Mama just farted. Let's see if
let me see. He says, "Don't you come near me with those nail clippers. Don't forget, my name is Spitz for a reason."
Oh goodness. Okay.
I got one more.
One more. Okay. One more.
Meet Aloysius. Meet Aloysius. He's looking. Aloysius is looking at his mom like, looking at his mom. I am hungry, Mom. But you just ate. Yeah, but that was like 2 hours ago. But I'm hungry, Mom. You know those cat eyes. You can't tell a cat no with those cat eyes. I'm sorry.
No, you can't. No, you cannot. Very fun. And Jenny, thank you for sharing the picture of your cat. That when I saw the picture, I said, "Yeah." I had a couple others in line to use for what's your story, but I said, "Nope. This is the picture that will be we will use." So thank you for sending that picture. 2 hours.
That is a gorgeous cat.
Yes, 2 hours. Try 5 minutes ago. Okay, let me stop sharing this. All right, so we are at the 2-hour mark, but I do want to play that Sovereign Citizen video, and then we're going to do a Miss Ray update, and we'll be wrapping things up. But Rob, you want to tell us about the video that you sent me earlier today?
Yeah, this is a sovereign citizen video, and this is like the fastest non-nonsense officer. Don't even play around with this lady. He just ask her, when you know how the officer say, "I'm gonna ask you one more time for your ID." This officer meant it. He meant it.
Oh yeah.
They used to play around with it. This officer meant it. But it's really good. Then you find out what type of job she has when they go through, her car. It's gonna surprise you.
Oh yeah. Oh
Then
yeah.
you all
That's
haven't
true.
seen it.
Yes, we'll get ready to show it here. Real quick, Jenny. Yes, not tonight, but next show, either Thursday or next Saturday. Have it ready for me. We'll definitely put it up. We like cat pictures here.
Can I play a short of Leo really quick?
Sure.
Okay, hold on. And then I'll put up his video.
Okay, yes.
Bradshaw over this, is in my room sleep.
All right,
I don't
listen,
want,
I didn't want to have to do this, but you leave me no choice. Here comes the smolder.
and Leo is an orange cat too.
Yeah. Leo's an orange cat. Yes.
Yeah.
He's
nine.
Yeah. I always said though, if I ever got an orange cat, I was gonna name him Tigger.
Bradshaw is a 12-year-old tuxedo cat.
Well, I do have a tuxedo cat, and she's my baby. She's the one that she has to be near me all the time. But
I don't know how you want this to go. There we go. All right. Yeah, Leo's mine. He's an orange baby. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get that.
Thank you, Cyber.
Yeah. Yes, I do. And that's kind of why I did ask her earlier today. If you have one you want to play it, because I do like them. They are very, very, very relaxing.
And a male calico cat is very hard to find. Very hard to come across.
Yeah, they're mostly females. Who's got a male calico?
Calicos are mostly females.
Yeah. And in fact, the males, if you do find a male calico cat, he's not going to be able to produce. You don't have they're sterile. So
that's like female orange cats like mine are pretty hard to find too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
They're mostly male. Yeah. Okay, let me get that other video up.
Okay.
And we'll start
while you're doing
that.
that, I'm going to fix something on my end that I got to get geared up.
Is it the arrest video?
Yes, it's the arrest video.
Okay.
22nd, 2024. An officer conducted a traffic stop for excessive speed and an obstructed license plate.
26. Morning, Deputy Reagan, St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. 2 reasons I'm stopping you. 1, Pine Island, the speed limit's 25. You were going 36. Okay. That's still 10 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. It's 25. No, it's not 25?
So I was going at 35.
So that's 10 over. You just told me that you're going 10 over the posted speed limit. Yes, you did. You said you're going 35, right?
Yeah, but I said
that's a 25.
35.
No, ma'am. The whole thing's 25. Okay. The other issue is your license plate cover is illegal. You can't have a tinted license plate cover over your license plate. Before I ask for any documentation, are there any weapons in the vehicle? Guns, knives, hand grenades, tomahawk missiles? Okay, I need your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance from you.
Okay. Have you just go to my job?
No. I need your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
Okay.
I am not going to ask again.
I'm not driving.
You're not
traveling.
Okay.
See,
so
now with the traveling.
Yeah, I'm not driving. I am traveling. Come on.
When she said about when the officer said about the tent cover over your license plate, yeah, they really enforced that because I got pulled over 3 years ago for that because I didn't know about it.
Yeah, well, because it's it can obscure what they can see with that plate. But let's also go with something else here.
But they gave me a warning. I just took it off.
Yeah. Yes, and that's really at the end of the day all they want you to do. Very few cops would actually write you a ticket for that. Yes, they're going to run your tag. They're going to make sure everything's cool, but they're not going to write you a ticket for that. Especially if you say, "Oh, yes, sir, I'll take it off right now." Okay, great. But notice what she said to him when he approached. You were driving 36 in a 25. Her response was, "I'm driving 35."
She told on herself.
Yeah. She told her on herself because when that goes to if that went to court, if that's all she did, and he wrote her a ticket, and she tried to fight it, he has the video of her admitting to him that she was driving above the speed limit, and case is not being dismissed. You're going to pay that fine, and we're moving on. Sorry, honey. So, yeah, this might be where Legal Shield might actually come in handy, I guess.
Yeah, and this is in St. Johns County. It's about 45 minutes away from me.
Okay. 2 p.m. tomorrow. I'm going to be going over the videos from Frauditor Watch and Dummy Kruger. Always welcome. Yeah, great. Thank you, Frauditor Terminator. And I'll try to see if I can catch it myself. I got some things I got to get done for my premiere that will happen on Monday. I kind of backed things up a little bit because I just found that the Sunday stuff was not getting enough notice. So I'll try and find different times and try to figure out what time works better for me. But let's keep this going.
Stand by. Step out.
Are you serious?
Get out of the car.
Oh my god.
Start being 1069, code 1. Okay.
30 John.
Not in files and RGB.
I got one secure so far.
Okay, so I love how this. I mean, once she said, "I'm not driving, I'm traveling," he didn't even waste any time. He went right around.
He didn't waste no time.
No way, not get out of the car. None of this. Please, roll down your window. No. And if she rolled up her window or tried to lock that car door, he would bust that window and got her. This is obviously a police officer that just kind of figure out if this is the game they want to play, just go ahead and put the cuffs on because you're not. That's where you're going to be at anyways.
But have you seen this video?
I watched it when you sent it to me.
I mean, we find out that her license is suspended, and he's not only did he say it's suspended, it's super suspended.
Well, let's keep playing it because I do like to kind of as we're seeing it, address it then. Okay.
Sir, I'm really on my way to work.
She advised she was traveling, not driving. 248.
Okay.
All right. Well, right now you're under arrest for failure to identify. You were told to give me your license during a lawful detainment for a traffic violation, multiple traffic violations. You advised you were not going to give it to me, and that you're not driving, you're traveling, while you're sitting in the driver's seat of this vehicle, operating on the highways of Florida. All right? Do you have any questions for me?
I gotta make one phone call, sir.
No.
I have to make a
Absolutely not.
I have to call
Nope.
my lawyer.
Do you have a driver's license?
So I love how he explained it to her exactly. This is why you're being arrested. You didn't present your ID. He asked one time, she refused. That's it.
And
there's no back and forth on this. And all these police officers who do this back and forth don't do the back and forth.
Exactly. Follow this officer to just arrest right down on site.
Yes. And if the truth of this is okay, I drive, my license is in my wallet. If I get pulled over and the police officer asks for my driver's license, I'm going to say, officer, I have my driver's license is in my wallet. May I reach for it? And that he knows you're going to be cooperative and that kind of thing. But when you say I'm traveling, not driving, now I might be a smart ass. I might say, oh, well, officer, I am traveling while I'm driving. But they probably wouldn't appreciate the humor.
Okay.
Okay.
But I get what you're saying, though. I got what you're saying.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Well, let's keep going.
License? Are you suspended?
No.
No to which one?
I have to make a phone call, sir.
Okay. Walk back to my car. Nope. Go to tow your car as well.
Okay.
Do you have any weapons on you? Guns, knives, hand grenades, tomahawk missiles? No, anything that's going to poke me, stab me, stick me?
No.
Do you have any narcotics on you?
No.
You're going to go and get checked when we get down to the jail. If there's anything on you, it becomes a felony when we get to the jail.
I don't have anything on me.
Okay.
And keep in mind that they're getting ready to search. There's going to be a search of that car because the car is going to be towed.
Yeah.
And that has to be done because it's an inventory check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they don't want to be accused of something being stolen. And that's to protect the tow driver, that's to protect the police, that's to protect everyone involved.
Right. They want to be accused of stealing.
Right. Exactly.
Accused of theft.
Right.
Lean up against my car, put your forehead on that glass. Spread your feet. More. Is there anything in that vehicle I need to know about?
No, sir.
Okay. You gonna give me a first name or anything? Have a seat.
That's 4028 support.
4262 St. John's. I found my driver in prior contact. She is very much suspended. I added her to the call.
You know, it's pretty bad that Ray and I have the same thought pattern. If you ever see some of these chats come up and come down, come up, come down, come up, come down, it's because me and Ray are trying to put it back up. So it's comical. I start laughing to myself every time we start doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So
I already have it highlighted, and he goes to highlight it, and then he takes it down accidentally, and I put it back up, and he does the same thing again. It's like,
yeah. So, and like I said, it's like we got the same thought pattern on this.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever see that, you know everyone that's in here right now will have that little chuckle to themselves, going, "Oh yeah, they're trying to highlight the same comment over and over and over."
I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
I heard that.
So just 36 in the 25, not the end of the world. License plate cover, not the end of the world. Actually, I was going 35. Okay, so you admit you're going to, okay, I need driver's license registration for insurance. I need your driver's license registration for insurance. I'm not going to ask again, give me your driver's license. I'm not driving, I'm traveling. Walk around the car, get out.
Lovely. Was she coming here to work or something?
Well, I lit her up there, and then she slammed on the brakes, turned in here real hard. And she's like, can I just go to work? I'm like, no.
Oh, man.
So, but we pulled her over recently, luckily, in the same vehicle. So I just looked at the vehicle. Oh, she's in the medical field. That's super comforting. Jesus.
That would be something to be concerned about.
Yes, it would be. It would be.
See, but
I'm sorry.
I always wanted to add, I always wanted to ask the sovereign this. I'm like, when you put your car in, in gear, does your car say park, reverse, neutral, and travel?
Hey, that's a good point. Really? That's a good point. Yeah, it does. Like, you have to put it in drive.
Are you sitting in the traveler seat? I'm like, because pretty sure they, it doesn't have a T on there. It has a D for drive.
No, but they use traveler's insurance when they do get insurance.
Okay. Yes. If they have traveler's insurance, they might have a little leg there to stand on. But if they have the general, though, I don't think they had that much of a leg to stand on.
Original people provide medical care.
Somebody's got to do the labor.
But I already got a tow truck on the way, so I just expected her to resist getting out of the car, and then she didn't. So appreciate you. Yeah, I think she's like a home healthcare nurse. That's terrible.
Oh, that's not.
It's not the same thing.
That's not really a medical.
Yeah, it's not the same thing, but
caregiver.
Okay, I do not like what these guys are saying here.
No, me either.
Yeah.
A nurse is a nurse.
Yeah, and she might be a CNA or a health tech or something like that. But
no,
what these people do, going into homes, and I know
they are full blown nurses. Trust me, I have one.
Yeah, some are full blown nurses. Yes,
they have to be.
And right this moment, if Patty was here, what she would be saying.
They have to be because they administer medicine and do all of that. You can't be a CNA and administer medicine.
Right. Exactly. If they're administering medicine, they have to be an RN.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're only there to kind of help turn the patient and keep an eye on them, then they're probably just a CNA. But that's and I hate to say that word because I'm not belittling. Those are important jobs too.
It's a hard job. It's a very hard job.
Yes, and it's an important job. I'm going to tell you something. Years ago, when I was working as an EMT, I responded to a nursing home to take a patient to the ER. When I started getting the history of this patient, and it wasn't, the patient was, she was sick. She needed to go to the hospital for a doctor to see and take care of. But when I was getting the history, the RN couldn't tell me anything. It was the CNA that could give me every piece of information I needed to know about this patient. And reason being is the CNA. Well, there were more of them, so she knew her patient better than the RN does because the RN was administering the medications while the CNAs were taking care of the patients. I mean, it's kind of crying shame in that sense, but at the same time, I understood why. Whereas RN in that particular facility probably was 20-1. The CNAs were probably 5-1. 5 patients to 1 person. 1 CNA. So, yeah, I really did not like how these guys referred to her just a home nurse.
Yeah.
She's doing. All people in healthcare are important.
Well, I mean, she could have been a cashier at McDonald's, and I would have been upset if they put her job down because she has a job.
Yeah. Yeah. She has a job, and that's saying a whole lot more than a lot of people are now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
don't do that. It's one thing I don't like is when anybody puts somebody else's work down.
Right.
No matter what
Yes.
they do, don't do that. It's nobody's better than anyone else. I don't
Right.
I don't ever believe that when it comes to work or finances or things like that. Don't look down on anybody because you could find yourself in that situation easy.
Yes. Right. Exactly. So that being said, I just that's just me putting my 2 cents in on this. I think these deputies were wrong making that comment like that, and that's my opinion. I think me and Ray has the same opinion. Rob, I don't know what your opinion is on.
No,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, but and that's it. That's it. I'm voicing my opinion on this one, and we're gonna keep on moving. Hey, you know what that makes us? We're not bootlickers. We're definitely not bootlickers.
Nope.
Yep. All right, let's keep going.
Somebody's got to do it, man. They do important stuff.
Traveler's information.
TDLSR, second or subsequent, and refusal of ID. It's been a minute since I had somebody pulled I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
I've never had that.
Up here, we got a couple like frequent sovereigns. She's got a social security card on her. She believes in that. She's not a driver's license.
Because it's suspended.
Oh, it is super suspended, dude. She's got like 9 or 10 suspensions on it. All for non-payment.
Woo!
So she keeps getting tickets, not paying them because she doesn't believe that the laws apply to her.
Mm-hmm.
I think there should be, like, you know how there's HTO? There should be one that's STO, sovereign, traffic offender.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch what was HTO again?
There should be, like, you know how there's HTO? There should be one that's STO, sovereign, traffic offender. So every time they get stopped, it's felony. Eventually they'll learn. Hey, driver's licenses are required. Driving is a privilege, not a right.
All right.
No drugs.
And what he just said is absolutely true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Driving is not a right; it's a privilege. And traveling is a right, but it does not define how you travel. You can travel with someone else driving you.
Exactly.
Yes. You can travel by the old-fashioned way with the 2 feet.
Yeah, you could be like Forrest Gump and run everywhere.
Yes.
You know?
Exactly.
A bicycle.
Yes. So that's the big difference right there.
Yay. She got like 4 different purses in this purse. Yeah, there's nothing in here, so I don't care about that.
Alright, I'll wait on your tow truck.
How you clocked me at 36?
On radar. Stalker dual front antenna.
Okay. But I don't understand that. I was already coming
I didn't ask you to understand it. I told you. Okay.
She resisted.
That's fine. Your citation.
Okay.
This is resisting without violence.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when did she resist? She got out of the car. She turned around.
When
and
she didn't provide her identity.
She didn't provide an ID.
That's obstruction, though. That's not resisting.
In state of Florida, resisting without violence is when you is same thing as obstruction or failure to ID.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
it's word salad. It's word salad.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Will say what the speed was, along with driving with no license and your charges for resisting. The speed limit that you don't believe in because you don't think you need a license.
Okay, thank you. That was a very good video. I enjoyed it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do enjoy the fact that that he didn't play with her. He just got her, boom, and arrested her. So that was, go for it.
I have a quick question about sovereign citizens. They say they don't contract with the government, right?
They'd say that. I don't know how they believe that, but they'd say that.
But they have they have a YouTube channel. Okay, say like for Brian from Here's the Deal. You have a YouTube channel, and I'm pretty sure your videos get monetized. You make money off those YouTube. Don't you get like a W-2 form, like some type of tax?
You get 1099 at the end of the year, but that doesn't mean they're paying the taxes on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm about ready to say. Yeah, there's no guarantee that they're paying the taxes or doing what they're supposed to do with those forms. Because I
always thought,
and I would not be surprised that some of these sovereign citizens that's on YouTube that's making money actually believe in sovereign citizens things. That all this might be an act.
They just, you know what it is. A lot of them, what I think, and it's just an opinion, but a lot of them have messed up their lives so badly. Like they said, her license has been over and over again suspended because she hasn't paid the fines or anything.
Right.
They messed up their lives so badly that they see something like this online and they fall for it so quickly because it's a way out.
Right. Yeah. Yes. And
they get suckered in so quickly because it's a way out and they want to believe it so badly. And they think they could just leave everything behind and that's it, and it's just, they find out very fast. That's not how it works. Look she went to court this time and actually followed through and didn't not go. You know what I mean?
Right.
Didn't get her license suspended again.
Yeah. And here's the thing too, even the punishment is not that bad. It was 180 days probation and some community service.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a slap on the wrist for 6 months. You got to behave yourself, but you still are working. You're still, there's some restrictions that you have now.
Right.
Right.
And 6 months, that's over with. That's gone. If you behave yourself, hopefully you learn your lesson. And at the end of the day,
she just has to work at getting her fines paid for the other infractions that she has to work at getting her license back. But for some people, it's overwhelming. You know what I mean? Like she could be a single mother. She could have a lot going on. We don't know, right? So she probably heard about this and said, oh my God, look, I don't have to do it. I can leave all that. And they're promising me the government will stay out of my life.
And unfortunately, it's nothing more than us.
Right. But when you're desperate, you'll believe a lot of things that you shouldn't believe.
Exactly. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. And Rob, that was a great find. I want to do more sovereign citizen videos, especially arrests. I really need to find some more stuff because those guys. Oh boy!
You should also do the sovereign citizens when they go to court.
That's I'm going to pick up some of those too. I'm going to start picking up some of those as well.
Did you see the video that Teen Skeptic covered?
I don't follow Team Skeptic as much as I like to. Yeah, I should, but when I started my channel, I found that I have less time to watch YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
So,
But I,
so
you know, I get content for Hez, and
uh-huh.
I often find, you know, a lot of these videos, like sovereign citizens getting arrested and going to court, things like that. So,
Well, yeah, when you
you know, I
find
watch a
some,
lot of body cam channels, things, you know, because I'm trying to get him to do more body cam videos, more
well, you know what?
Karen videos, you know, things of that nature.
Well,
Because
you know what? I want to do some more of that stuff. I want to really, branch out a little bit more. That's why I've been saying that. So if you find something that you think I might be worthwhile, let me know.
oh, I will definitely. If you want to do them, I'll look for them and you can use them.
Okay. Yeah, because like I said, my time is limited. It's just it's
Yeah.
kind of a.
Well, you
I
have
have
a
to.
full-time job too, you
Yes,
know.
yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's a great job too. I love my job.
Right. So you
Yes,
gotta do
yes.
that, you know.
But so I think this is a good time for us to change gears real quick to kind of say a few things. First, Betty, she's not here today. Last night she kind of felt dizzy, kind of passed out while
Yeah.
she was on a date tonight. Went to the ER. She had a little bump on her head. In fact, basically, she had a bruised ego and bruised head. That's just a good way for me to put it. She had a CAT scan done. Nothing that didn't come back with it, but her husband had put his foot down, and she has to take a break from the interwebs, which is a good thing.
Yeah, that's a very good thing.
Yep. Oh.
Okay. I'll
Okay,
do
you do
it. I got
You do
it. There we go.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Good. How are you?
Hey, Hez, how's it going, buddy? So she's doing better, but she's taking a break from the interwebs. So I knew she wasn't going to be here this evening.
Yeah.
Which was a little disappointing, but at the same time,
Oh
I
no.
understand. Yeah.
See, now I'm really starstruck now because I watch this guy every morning.
Oh, hello. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Mr. Thomas, we're just regular people.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
it. Just regular people.
We're all good.
Yeah.
And
yes, great to meet you finally.
Nice to meet you as well.
Yes.
And Miss Ray, she has some news for us too. So
I just wanted to give a little update to some of you are here that hang out in Hez's chat. So I'll also give an update on Hez's chat when I go in there probably sometime next week. But so I had a doctor appointment last week after I got put on bed rest, and they did diagnose me with chronic kidney disease at stage 2A, which is not it's not bad. My kidneys still do work. They are just starting to fail. So, but they are going to do an ultrasound with a biopsy because that is a better way to stage it. So hopefully I'm going to be at a lesser stage, not a, more advanced stage after we do that. So that's why I was on bed rest, because I had some severe swelling in my legs, from fluid. It's kind of weird because you get that kind of swelling, you can actually get like some fluid that actually seeps through your skin. So I had to stay in bed for a little bit with my legs up. It did subside a little bit. So now I can get up and actually move around to try and get rid of the rest of the swelling. Only supposed to last like a few days when it happens. So the nurse did let me up. But when I'm supposed to still go and make sure I'm elevating my legs a couple of times a day. They're going to be changing around some of my medicine because I'm not making enough red blood cells. So my body's not getting enough oxygen like it should. I didn't know that. It was a lesson in biology for me, but red blood cells carry oxygen around your system. So I didn't know. But so they're going to be replacing those. They're not sure if they're going to do it through like an IV medicine or through pills. And I'm also anemic, so they're going to be giving me iron too. So I think that's about it. I have another appointment next week. We're going to figure out when all of this is going to happen. And I think that's it for now. So just want to give you guys an update on why I had to lay down in bed for a while. And boy, that sucks when you have to do that. holy hell, do you get bored? There's only so much like TV shows you want to watch, or
Yeah, absolutely.
so many apps you
Absolutely.
can cycle through on your phone, and
Right. Yes.
So yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Just believe me, I'm gonna keep you in my prayers.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. But I'm feeling better, so it's good.
Yay.
Hey, so Hez, good to
Yes,
see
sir.
you. You have anything you want to? We were talking about your video earlier. We were actually talking about the
Thank you, Highway Star.
yeah, the Frauditor.
Oh yeah, the Frauditor Con. Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Hey, that's the probably more appropriate name.
Right?
It's either happening or it's not. Either way, it is still a con.
Yeah,
So-
that's just the whole idea of it. Like I said in the video, like, I don't know if it's really going to happen or what their actual plan is, but if it actually goes down, if there's any way that I could actually make it happen, that I'll be there, I'll cover it live for sure. Absolutely, I'll do a live stream of it.
Yes.
And like I said, like ultimately, I'd also love to give out free copies of my book. Give the frauditors copies of the Frauditor's Handbook. Oh, that would be brilliant.
Yes, give the frauditors copy of the Frauditor's Handbook at the FraudCon.
Yes.
That would be amazing. I would love to be there for that. Oh my God, just that alone, to watch their faces as you give them the book. It would be
Yeah. And especially like because
Crazy.
BSBT is supposed to be there. And I know he knows who I am and he knows about the book and everything. So that would be hilarious.
even gonna get
What? How's he
He's
gonna
even
get
gonna get there? I don't even know. Like,
yeah, I don't know if he'll actually show up. I mean, $100 a ticket.
Yeah,
I think that's just for people like. Yeah, I think that's the $100 is just for people like us. I think the frauditors get in for free.
Yeah,
That's
I
the way
don't know.
I'm thinking it. I could be wrong though.
Yeah.
Honestly, could be wrong. I don't know.
Right. Plus, we got to warn like every single library and hotel and
That's what we were
post
saying.
office and everything.
Yes.
You're gonna have
And,
the whole city full of douche canoes.
And if anyone, again, I'm going to just say this: if anyone wants to help in that process, my email address is going across the screen right now. And of course, I always say it at the end of my show. But send me an email. We'll start breaking this down, planning out how maybe we'll probably assign a few people to certain counties where they'll reach out to the cities within that county. And maybe the volunteer fire departments, because technically speaking, they don't usually fall underneath the county government. They are their own self entity, but they can get hit. At least in Florida, that's how it is here in Florida. But we'll come up with a plan and just kind of get a word out as best we can, and hopefully they'll help us out and get the word out to their neighbors as well. Let them know, hey, by the way, this is supposedly going to take place. These guys are going to start showing up a few days beforehand. They will. That to entertain themselves, they're going to start showing up at different facilities, and we need to just be aware of what we can and cannot do as far as and what they can and cannot do.
Because like I told you earlier, like I don't really think it's gonna happen because it's already unorganized.
It is unorganized as heck. It is very unorganized.
I mean, it's already
falling
apart at the seams like Georgia Transparency's pants.
and truthfully, I would not be surprised if it does fall apart and it does not go through. And I would not be surprised that the people that had already bought their tickets will not get their money back.
I'm like, John Felix said, it's gonna be all you can eat buffet. I'm cooking. I'm like, well, isn't that what the money that you got the tickets is for you to pay the caterers and the bartender and everything? But no, he wants to buy the cheap liquor and cook. I'm like, well, you taking the cheap way out.
Yeah. Exactly. You're probably going to go. I was saying this earlier. It's probably not going to be hard liquor. It's going to probably be beer. And they'll probably go with the cheapest thing they can get. It's probably Bud Light right now.
This is gonna be like
Milwaukee's
the
best.
Archie. It's gonna be like the Archie Bunker beer. Just gonna be a can that say beer.
Duff. I say Duff beer, like in Duff. Yeah.
Or better yet, from Family Guy, Paul Tuckett beer. You could pay. I'll do it for free. If I knew how to play the tuba, I would follow Georgia Transparency around the whole day playing the tuba. You seen the scene from Family Guy when Stewie does that? I would do that the whole day. I'll do that for free.
See,
I can follow every way around with that.
All I can picture is Bridesmaids. He's cooking. All I can picture, like an hour after everyone eats, is Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Everybody's like mass throwing up and running for the bathroom, holding their butts closed. It's like that's all I can.
I remember. I seen that movie. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, he's selling it as like it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a cooking contest between me and I don't remember who. I think he said armed fisherman or something.
Between him and the armed fisherman.
Yeah, something like that.
Yay! Look who's here.
Oh, for the comedy show. Hey,
Frauditor comedy show. Hey, Ray, send her. Can you email her the link?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we can go ahead and get her jump in here if she wants to.
Sure. Absolutely.
I mean, it's like I already told him. Like you could back to Georgia Transparency. You could tell he's already gonna be in town because the road to Pensacola is all gonna have groups in them from the side from him in his truck.
Right? Oh man, I know the potholes where I was in Florida were pretty bad. I can't even imagine what that's going to look like.
Oh man, no, yes, there's no way of.
He's gonna be followed. He's gonna be followed into Pensacola by a tidal wave.
Oh no!
Oh, might be
Okay, it's on its way.
Like I told you, I am a very petty person.
Uh-oh.
I'm very petty.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I don't like. I'm very petty. If I find something on you, like Georgia Transparency, I'm gonna keep saying them. Because they asked me, like I told you earlier, they asked me the other day, but do you feel bad? I'm like, no, I don't feel bad.
You know why I don't feel bad? It's just because I found out what I found out about him. Normally I don't go after physical appearance. Hez can attest to this. I don't go after physical appearance. But with him, I do because he's a pig.
Yeah.
And what I heard, what he does to people before he even starts filming, he's disgusting. And now I will go after what he looks like because all bets are off,
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Normally, I don't go after physical appearance because that's not what it's about. I concentrate on what they're doing, not what they look like.
Well,
guys,
what? That's what happened.
John says that he will give me a ticket if I'll pay him for one. He will invite me to come in.
No way.
Yep.
Really?
What did you do? Email him?
No, he put it in his comment section.
Really?
You can come if you email me. In other words, if I email him, obviously I'll have to pay him the $100. But he said that he will let me. He'll invite me. He'll give me an invite. I don't know if I want to pay the $100 though, but.
What if we all pitch in to give you the $100? Would you go?
Oh wow! To actually go in it.
Yeah,
I mean, it'll be worthwhile. I mean, yes, if he'll allow you to film and
who's
talk to. I mean, it's their chance to present their side to one of the leading journalists of the anti-Frauditor world.
Yeah.
You don't know who Gary Snow is, right?
No, who's Gary Snow?
Gary Snow is the he's like basically he audit the frauditor. Every now and then he's he's
Is
here
it
in Florida.
generally specific?
Yeah, he ran into Rogue Nation and a few other frauditors, and while they was frauditors auditing a government building, he was auditing them.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And and some guy came all the way down from Indiana, the police watch here in Florida, and he was auditing them. He got upset. He told the police that he was being harassed by Gary Snow, and the police said, "Well, we can't do anything about it. He's on the sidewalk."
Right. Oh, I know who he is now. That's right. I haven't heard anything about him in a while, though.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but
I just thought of something.
What?
Tell me what you think, guys. The way to get a ticket is to email him, and this is what he said in the video: your real name and full phone number.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could that be why he's saying, "Oh, sure, tell me your"? He might be trying to grift me.
Well,
yeah,
trick me into giving him my personal information.
Very
Somebody
possible.
was already running around here with my last name out, blowing out into the breeze. So why don't you just give my name?
Just tell him you're me. Oh no.
So, so yeah, so that's going to be interesting if it does go through. It's going to be very interesting event, I would
Of
say.
their own people, Chef. I don't know about that.
And
but like I said earlier, it'd be hilarious if the security is allied.
It would be.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, that's what's funny is because the comment that I put in his comment section that he was responding to when he said that he would let me come if I emailed him, the comment I said was, so if we show up there and things start getting crazy, are your security guards only going to observe and report?
Oh my gosh, we were saying that earlier.
Yes, we were.
How can they hire security when they're only there to, like Chef said, to observe and report? You know, and it's funny how you said that though, because we were saying that earlier.
That's awesome. Yeah.
He doesn't even have a venue yet because he said also in the video he's going to go down a week. He's going to go down a week or couple of days.
Yeah. So how do they know the name you give them is not your real name? Are they asking for a copy of your driver's license too?
Well, he said he wants the name and phone number, and you could Google a phone number.
I would imagine that they'll be texting
the number doesn't have to be in your name. Like if you're on a plan with somebody else, it might not be in your name. So
I guess I could go through like creating a fake stuff or whatever.
You can get a Google phone number. It doesn't even have to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And you say my name is Alan Newcastle. Duh. It's in my videos.
Yes.
Or Hezekiah Jenkins.
That's a good idea. Alan Newcastle. I'm like, what are the odds they ask for ID?
I wouldn't give them my ID. They have no rights to it.
No,
yeah, that's right. That's a Fourth Amendment violation. Hey, what's up, Comedy Show?
Hey.
Hey.
What's going on?
Not much. Having a good night.
Yeah. Yes, it's been a very good live show tonight. And,
Great. When Comedy Show was up with me the other day, we were laughing like crazy talking about this Frauditor Palooza.
Yes. And it's
like
I will say this, and I said it earlier. This is going to be a 3 events in one if it takes place. It's going to be the first, the last, and the only ever Frauditor con that ever takes place.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
I like your name there, Bill Buttlicker.
Hey, my country built this town, goddammit.
And what are the odds that, every last one of them may have a warrant?
Oh,
yeah,
I'm sure.
There are some that are there, I'm sure, yeah.
I'm sure that's why they don't want police attention, because a lot of them probably do have warrants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah,
I'd want to go just to watch everything implode on itself.
Yes, once they start getting drunk, especially because it's open bar.
Yeah.
Yes.
But has he promised no drama?
The drama's going. The drama's going to occur when Georgia Transparency and what does Josh call himself? Audit America.
Accountability for all.
Oh,
Yeah, accountability for all.
You know, the drama's going to occur when those two get in line for food.
Or America's fat ass, whatever you know.
That's when the drama will start.
That's a good one.
And one of them's going to hit the other with their belly, and the other one's going to be like, "Excuse me, you're in my personal space." And the other one's going to be like, "But this is the free country. I can stand where I want to stand." You know.
You have J-Town Press, Georgia Transparency, and AFA standing there, look like the number 100.
And don't forget, Sean Reyes is going to be there.
Like the number 100. That's funny.
Because the whole thing is, I think, is a grift anyway.
Me too.
Because I don't think it's gonna happen. Nobody's gonna get their money back. You're gonna have a lot of people pissed off, mad.
I know they're gonna have 100 people pissed off and mad, and they don't care about 100 people. They don't care about anybody. So
I don't know if you guys heard of the Fire Fest, but a lot of people have been mentioning it in the comments. If you guys don't know what that is, it was this huge festival a few years ago. You could look it up, where it was like an insane amount of money to go, and it was supposed to be these beautiful accommodations. Like the flyers were showing like these gorgeous hotels.
Oh yeah,
and these like 5-star meals and all this stuff. Yeah. And then when you actually got there, there were no bands. Everybody canceled. There were like a couple little acts that weren't there yet. And then the accommodations were like a cheap tent. And the food was like bread with gravy poured on top in a styrofoam container. It was a freaking nightmare, a disaster.
Yeah, I remember watching a little bit about that. And yes.
He said he hired.
Go ahead.
He said he hired a DJ. You know, he said he hired a DJ. How much you want to bet is audit them? He said he wanted to be a rapper. He wanted to be a rapper.
He wants to be a comedian.
That's the entertainment.
Oh, and Eli thinks he's a rapper too.
Okay.
Did he really invite Eli?
No, but that would be great if he wants entertainment. Have Eli go there and rap, and have Audit them go up there and tell jokes.
Audit them did say he wanted to be a comedian.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
So this whole thing is a joke anyway.
Frauditor Troll was playing it. We was, trying to tell jokes, and I was like, no, stick to Frauditor.
Yeah.
I'd rather
don't quit your day job. Oh no, wait, you don't have a day job.
Don't quit your fake day job. Yeah.
Yeah, your fake day job. There you go.
Oh, good.
But yeah, see, Mr. Thomas and I are on the same page that this is just a grift. That they're going to steal a whole bunch of money from 100 people, and then they're going to cancel it and make some excuse why they can't give the money back.
And right now, I'm saying that I don't see any indications that's indicating that this is a grift.
They're frauditors.
Yeah, but they're frauditors.
That's all the indications.
I would not be surprised if it does get canceled, and I would not be surprised if the money does not get returned.
Right.
But right now, I'm saying it's going to take place. And I'm going to act as if it's going to take place.
We could get a whole picture of the license plate.
Well, you got.
Oh yeah, we should walk around the parking lot taking pictures of all their cars and all their license plates.
Yes.
Oh, comedy show! You need to go with Hez.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to so bad.
We already know
what. If we could get you there, would you go? If we could get you there, I mean, I don't know where you're coming from, but.
Well, I have a nice little cottage on the moon. I'm good.
Right on.
Yeah.
October 19th.
All right. Well, anyway, space shuttle and come down from the moon on the 19th, and then.
Well, we've been on air for 3 hours so far. So
what comedy show just got here?
Yeah, but I was going to say,
you told me to send her a link.
Yes,
It's okay. I can't stay long anyways.
But I was going to ask Comedy Show hang out for a little bit afterwards so we can talk to her.
Oh, yeah.
And his, and of course, Mr. Rob, Mr.
Well,
Thomas.
no, I do have to go because of my kids, and we're going to do movie night tonight.
Okay. But just like a minute or two after we go off the air, I'm getting ready to just start wrapping things up real quick. And just if you give me a minute or two, I would appreciate it. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and put everyone backstage. And
good night.
Yes. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
And it's been a great show, everybody. It really has been a great show. Very fun. Very love the guests that we had this evening. First, let's thank everyone for watching this. Thank you. You make this show very, very enjoyable for me to do every time I do an episode. I would like to thank Comedy for Frauditor Comedy Show for popping in and just on this whim. Hezekiah just jumping in. Rob, who's a great guest. I love having him on. He's a fun guy to talk to. Very, very enjoyable. And of course, Blackheart Knight, who came in for a little bit to kind of discuss a little bit the actions of false copyright strikes. Again, Miss Ray, awesome work from her. Everyone, stay tuned. If you want to help contacting the local areas around this FrauditorCon, email me at j.lanu.stories@gmail.com. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always, until next time, take care of yourself.